Quite a while ago, we used to do a recurring segment called Big Dick History, and it's time to bring it back out of the vault.
Yes, I forget how we started talking about this, because I am a real history buff. I love reading about history. And then it somehow got perverted by you freaks into this segment called Big Dick History, which is something I never signed on for. But I feel like I've completely lost control of this podcast. And so if the fans wish it, I will do as I'm asked.
Okay, well, it's going to come down to this. Another quiz for you two, and this is called Big Dick History, the Ideal Wang. Okay?
This is just awful.
I am so excited.
This is not the kind of podcast I wanted to do. It's not the kind of humor I like to delve into. But when Captain Gorley is at the helm, this is what I must submit to. All right, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I want to just add, I think it's important to note that I did win the first one because you cheated on a question about a male porn star. So I am the reigning champion of the Big Dick History quizzes.
I don't recall because I care about the world we live in and real issues.
Okay, in this corner is the champion, Sona Movsesian, and in this corner, the contender, Conan O'Brien. All right? This is big. So this is the ideal Wang throughout history. What I'm going to do is name an era of ancient history and give you 3 options into what was the most popular type of Todger. Okay, this comes from bustle.com.
What? Todger? Is that a real name for a...
Sure, look, I'm running out of synonyms for Willie, okay?
I call it the old William Carlos Williams.
Okay, so what type of William Carlos Williams was the most popular kind of John Thomas from that era? Does that make sense?
Are we talking like how big it is, how it angles itself?
No, just the name for it.
No. Sorry, it is that. It is a description. It will be 3 different physical descriptions. And remember, because this is an audio podcast, to answer, you have to yell out your name. Okay.
You have to remember that because you never remember that. You just start
That's
talking.
your buzzer.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I often yell out my own name during sex.
What?
It's an old bit. Go ahead.
Good, you're keeping
It's
this
the narcissist who yells out his own name during sex.
Okay.
Come on. It's fine.
Okay, so remember, I'm going to read 3. You can buzz in with your name at any time, but once you do that...
So you're going to give us descriptions...
Oh, God. Wait, it's like watching paint dry, listening to you. Excuse me. Let me just make sure I understand the rules. You're such a Tracy Flick right now. Just let it go.
We have to guess the era.
No, I will tell you the era.
No, he'll tell us the era.
Okay.
We have to, what's the most positive description?
Okay.
Yeah, it's what was the most like in vogue type.
I didn't know
it
changed.
This is just, I mean, I love any game show where describing how to play it takes 45 minutes is a failed game show. You know, on Wheel of Fortune, they're not, Pat Sajak isn't out there for, 40 minutes saying, so I'll spin the wheel, and when it ends on that, then that's what you do, you see, and then you'll see the letters. I have a question, Pat. That's my Pat Sajak impression. All right, here we go.
Oh, good.
Here we go. Ancient Egypt. And here are the 3 types. Name which one was the most type of popular penis. Curvy and girthy, clean and circumcised, tall and thin.
Conan. This middle one.
I'll read them again. Curvy and girthy, clean and circumcised, tall and thin.
Conan.
Yes.
The first one.
What the...
Jesus Christ.
What?
Which one curvy and girthy.
Curvy and girthy is incorrect. Sona, you get to have a guess.
You know what?
2 remaining choices.
I'm going to guess clean and circumcised because
that's correct.
That's the one he originally guessed. And to know that I can get the answer right by guessing what you originally guessed makes me feel like I've already won.
They were circumcising in ancient Egypt?
They sure were. Yeah.
What did they use? The tip of a pyramid? How did they do that? They'd have to haul a baby up to the top of a pyramid, put its John Dewey down there, and then hit it with a rock?
This is known from a surviving manuscript called the Turin Erotic Papyrus.
Yeah, basically more proof that pornography has always been with us.
Okay, number 2, ancient Greece and Rome. And your options are stubby and soft, long and lean, or small and uncut.
Conan. Long and lean.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Sona.
I'm going to say stubby just because when I think of Greek men, I think of lots of hair. So the first one.
What's stubby got to do with hair?
Wait, stubby. I thought.
Oh, you mean stubbly? Like they shaved it like a beard?
Yeah, I thought you meant hairy. Oh, man.
I'm sorry. Neither of you are correct.
Oh, no.
It's small and uncut. If you think of your great, Grecian art, you see that reflected quite a bit.
You think those are small? I always walk out of museums going, Jesus! That baby statue was hung.
Oh my God.
That angel was packing serious heat. My wife is always crying. She'd walk out of the museum. Please be quiet.
Okay, it is 1 point Sona, 0 points Conan. We are on to number 3 out of 5.
I'm kind of proud that I'm losing, I have to tell you.
Yeah.
No, you're not. You hate this so much that you hate losing.
Ancient India.
My specialty.
Just the tip. All are welcome and tapered like a wizard's wand.
Sona.
Yeah.
Tapered like a wizard's wand.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Shoot.
Conan, your remaining options are just the tip and all are welcome.
Well, I'm going to go with number 2, all are welcome.
Correct. We are tied up here on the ideal Wang quiz. Wow. Let me tell you something about this. Comes from the Kama Sutra, and that male sizes of genitals were named for small, medium, and large, and they were the hare, the bull, and the horse. The female genital sizes were named deer, mare, and elephant, which is weird because mare is the medium and male is the horse. That's the large. They don't line up, but that's what it is. Yeah.
I just heard our shot at a Peabody disappear.
Well, we're going to get a pee-pee body.
Shot?
Weeks ago, talking to President Obama, doing my best. I've talked to historians. I've really tried to elevate us. And then you come along riding your flying wang into the picture. And you lower the conversational tone. So anyway, happy.
Thank you. Okay, number 4. Edo period Japan. Number 1, huge, uncircumcised, and veiny. Number 2, delicate, dainty, and shrouded in silk. Or 3, sharp like a samurai sword.
Sona.
Conan.
Sona, I believe.
The second one, the one shrouded in silk.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Shoot.
Conan, your options are huge, uncircumcised, and veiny, or sharp like a samurai sword.
It would be number 3, sharp like a samurai sword.
That is incorrect.
See, that's too obvious.
It's huge, uncircumcised, and veiny. And this is our last question, so this is for all the marbles, as it were, all the testicles, okay?
No, this is a side of you that's you shouldn't be proud of. This is not.
I'm not proud.
This is just the lowest.
Okay, ready? Henry VIII's England.
Okay.
Off with its head, which means circumcised. Prim and proper, or all about the bulge.
Sona.
Conan.
Sona has
No,
the first
we
guess.
both said it at the same time, and you can listen on audio.
I am listening on audio. She
You know
said
what?
it
I'll let you
first.
have it. I'll let
Whoa.
you have it. Go.
That's actually a smart choice.
Yeah.
You're doing the Monty Hall paradox.
Prim and proper, number 2.
That's incorrect, Sona. You can take it
That's
all
what I was
here.
going to guess too. Wait, can you tell
Okay.
me the other two?
Off with his head, meaning circumcised, or all about the bulge.
All about the bulge.
That's right. Sona keeps her championship streak.
Oh my God. Nothing makes me happier in life than beating you at things. I can't even tell you how good this feels. And everything that I've ever done in my life pales in comparison to when I beat you at something. It just feels so fantastic.
Nope, you know your way around a penis. Congratulations. Congratulations. We pride ourselves on professionalism here at the podcast. And if you think I'm being, foolish, some of us are less professional than others. The acme of professionalism, the height of professionalism here, I would have to say, is Matt Gorley. He's a pro. He's a real pro.
Oh,
Okay.
I didn't think that was coming that way.
No,
I think
you
I'm
are.
pretty
You are.
professional.
No.
What?
Jeez, I'm not even going to go there. But anyway, Matt puts the whole thing together. Matt is, you come in, you're always on time. You know what's going on. You hold this whole thing together. And I say that, I'm not kidding. You really do. You are the maestro. So when you
Glue.
showed up late today, I got worried because whenever you watch a...
You didn't.
Let's just for the pretend.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry.
I think you mean you got excited.
There are similar emotions.
Okay.
They're a form of excitement.
Okay.
There are subsets. But wait, Matt's late? That never happens. And in any crime documentary, when the punctual person is late, it means they've been murdered.
Yeah, definitely.
So mine went to a dark place, which is, look, if Sona's late, it's like, oh, well, another crazy night for Sona.
Oh, my God.
Well, whatever, she'll be here. She'll stumble in at some point. But I was concerned. And you, sir, say you have a tale to tell.
Oh, yes. But speaking of tail, we had a cat emergency.
Okay, what happened?
Well, this is not the first time this has happened, but our cat, Margot, the fat guy, has some digestive issues as she gets into her later years. And so...
How old is this cat?
She's 13.
13.
She's gorgeous, though. Here's a grumpy photo of her with a hemorrhoid donut on her head because she couldn't chew one of her
It's a very
wings.
good-looking cat.
Yeah.
And
she's grumpy.
It might be time.
Age is just a number.
I'm sorry. But
What?
it just might be time.
Wow.
13?
How dare you?
No. Some cats can get way up there.
They can
Can
go
they?
to 20.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's hear how's she
Whoa.
doing.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, this is the third time, unfortunately, we've had to give her an enema, not personally.
Oh, God.
So she has to go to the vet because first of all, she's psychotic and she's obsessed with food. So if we don't feed her in the morning, she meows incessantly until we wake up and do it.
Mm-hmm.
So then we got an automated feeder that would dispense dry food, but that constipated her.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when we had to give her these enemas. Now we finally found this wet food automatic feeder where you could load it the night before and it has ice packs. And so she'll sit there and stare at it all night long until it goes up, but she doesn't bother us. But she still got constipated. Well, she gets constipated, and so we're on like 24-hour poop watch, hoping she'll poop, and it goes, sometimes it'll go a few days, and we start to get really worried, so we take her to the vet, and they want to give her an enema. But what that means is she comes home, and she's just like if a toothpaste tube was missing the top.
Okay.
Okay? I told you this was disgusting, and you still wanted to do it.
There's leakage?
Unbelievable leakage. And she also does this thing that we call tootie scooching, where she sits on her butt and pops her hind legs up in the air and pulls herself with her front legs and just scoots along the floor, whether it be hardwood or rug or whatever. You remember those old toys that you used to draw with a wax crayon on a like mat, and then you'd put a car and the car would follow the wax crayon?
No, I don't.
No,
Does
me neither.
anybody?
I don't
No,
remember that
no.
toy.
Now, you grew up.
Oh, my God.
You grew up in the 1910s, I believe. I'm just remembering. I'm remembering that. And then you were trapped in ice for a while, and then we melted you, and you came out.
The same way that people knew what I was talking about with the Inca Binca bottle of ink, the cork fell out and you stink. They'll know what this is.
Okay.
Okay, so some days we'll come home and there's just this like...
No.
Trail around the house.
Didn't you have an Okie shit story?
Yeah, like once. This isn't a regular
Are you judging
occurrence.
me? Excuse me, I'm
just
keeping
saying,
a cat
look,
alive.
I understand.
One that you tried to kill, by the way.
But maybe it's time.
Oh my God. You need to stop that right now. So this cat is my life. This is the only being in my household that acknowledges, that gives me any attention, okay? The other two are off on their own all the time.
Aww.
This cat loves me, sits on my lap, we're bonded, and you want to take this from me?
Hey, I have a question.
Sits on your lap.
Because you guys are busy.
Shit on your lap?
No,
You're making jokes. I'm
sorry.
trying to come up with a solution.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
There's leakage.
Not when she's on my lap.
There are pet diapers. Are there such a thing for cats?
Margot would just never tolerate it. She won't. She would rip it off. She's insane.
Yeah.
Our vet tried to put her on Prozac.
Oh boy.
And what happened there?
We didn't do it.
Why not?
I don't know.
Dope that cat up. That cat should be on.
Because
that cat should be on lorazepam.
I know. We figured out.
That cat should be like that cat should be on the White Lotus, chunked up on lorazepam.
I know.
Like Parker Posey. You know,
she did one time.
That cat should be stumbling around in a really expensive Bangkok hotel, going meow, meow, meow.
One time she ate chocolate and
oh great, well this will go well. Once, I don't know what happened, we gave her a large eclair.
We did not. She got it. She gets into everything. She will eat vegetables. She'll eat anything. And she went to the bathroom in a closet that was so
disgusting.
Oh, jeez.
And by then I hadn't remodeled it, so where the floorboards met the wall, there was like a half-inch crack. And I remember it was so disgusting that I disinfected it, but I put baseboards on there and caulked it all up.
You sealed it into the house?
It's there forever?
Just like the bodies in the pool in Poltergeist, someone's going to open these up one day.
You left that for a future homeowner.
I had
Sweetie,
no
it's
choice.
our new Hey, sweetie, happy 2055. We're both young and I'm expecting, and we're moving into our own house since the Gorley murders. I can't believe a woman beat her husband to death with his own tuba. Hey, let's start prying up the baseboards so we can begin the remodeling. It's come to life by that point.
What the shit?
Yeah.
Oh,
it would.
God.
It's a demon.
What is this just part of your life now? This leakage is just what it is.
Maybe once a year this seems to be
that's not so
happening.
bad.
No, but it's harrowing when it does happen. She's just this oddity. One time we were living in a second-story apartment, and she was so big that she would sit on the ledge that it started bulging out the screen on the window, and then she fell out the window but rode the screen down. Like, remember in Temple of Doom when they ride the raft out of the airplane? She rode the screen down, and I looked down there and she was just fine. She was just fine.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
She's insane.
Well,
Oh,
wow.
jeez.
Maybe it's time.
No. Rap.
No, it's easy to do.
Rap. She's
All right.
I've
Well,
got.
listen, and the cat's name is, so we can
Margot.
all be Margot the fat guy?
Yeah.
Okay, that's gender confusion. Margot the fat guy is a
That's
lady cat.
Yeah,
And
the lady cat.
is she fat?
Yes, she comes and goes.
Yeah.
Right now
Yeah.
because she's a little constipated.
Oh,
Although
God.
after
Okay.
today she's lost some weight.
Oh man.
Well, please, if you're out there, pray.
We'll take them.
There's a lot going on in the world, but
Yeah.
this should be the priority. Is Margot the fat guy?
She's fine now. She's fine, I should mention.
Yeah.
And she's when she's in her sweet spot, on my lap. There's nothing better.
I wouldn't put that thing on my lap for $1 million. Start scooching around, using my knee as toilet paper.
Oh God.
Then I come to work and people think I shit
God.
my knee.
Why did I
Hey, you shit your knee, Conan.
Why did I agree to talk about this? Why did I agree to talk about this?
All
I
right,
should've
well-
never.
Oh no.
We wish you all the best.
Hey, Conan O'Brien here. I am very excited. Of course, season 1 of Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. Big smash hit. Only problem is, none of them became my real friends. They're all show business phonies. They don't return my calls. So we're starting season 2. My first episode with David Letterman is dropping right now. We've got an amazing season. We've got David Letterman, we've got Tina Fey, John Oliver, Malcolm Gladwell, Sarah Silverman. The list goes on and on and on. That's just the tip of the iceberg. And joining me all along, my true compatriot and assistant, Sona Movsesian. Hey, Sona.
Hi. Did I come in too early?
No. That
Okay.
was just a little off. And thank you for being my real friend. Thank you.
Well, you pay me, so I'm not a real friend.
Most real friends are paid.
That's not true.
That's how I understand it.
completely not true.
My whole life, my parents paid younger children to be my friends.
Okay.
Yeah, true story. Yeah.
It's really sad.
Well, your sad is my happy. Anyway, check out the new season. It's everywhere. It's on Spotify. You can get it on Apple. You can get it on Stitcher. Where else?
Google Podcast.
Google Podcasts. You can get it on Mojo, Flop Flop, Shabba-da-doo, Sklips Clop, Dop Dop. You can get it on, what is it, Half Pipe? Is it on Half Pipe?
Half pipe.
I don't know. Check it out if you don't know what it is.
Half pipe.
Ka-choo!
What is that noise?
It's what the kids are doing now. Season 2. You got to check it out. Fantastic. Right now, me, David Letterman, we never talked before until this moment. This is fantastic. We're in the woods. Where are we?
I have no idea.
Hey there, welcome to Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. We're laughing already, and when we can laugh, it means we're alive and life is good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Would you like to talk about what we were laughing
No.
about? Sarah?
Absolutely not. Some things are meant for off mic.
Yeah.
Some things are meant for not even off mic.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, I'm happy to be here with you guys. just had a lovely interaction with your family.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Gorley.
My daughter
Your
was
beautiful
here.
wife, your daughter. She's how old now?
She's 3.
She's 3.
Just turned 3.
She's never to come here again.
I understand.
Without my permission.
I understand. Yeah.
No, she was kids love it here because we have this nice office building.
Yeah.
And it has lots of candy and treats.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I mean, Glenn came with a Minnie Mouse on a noose.
Right. And there's a story behind that.
yeah, that was a little disturbing. She had
dragging
Minnie
it.
Mouse, and Minnie Mouse looked like Minnie Mouse was in bondage. Your beautiful daughter,
Yes.
and
Yes.
some of it was kind of around the neck, and it looked like
It was
Frontier
definitely a rope.
looked like
Yeah.
Frontier Justice for
There's
Minnie
an-
Mouse.
There's an explanation.
The
Okay.
Salem witch trial.
Yeah.
Minnie committed manslaughter.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well,
So-
then Minnie had to pay.
No, we had to get her to go on our bike. We had to tie Minnie onto the bike so that once Minnie was on there, Glenn would go on the bike. We
Okay.
don't tie Glenn to the bike. She has a seat.
Right.
But if she holds Minnie, Minnie will fall somewhere. So we had to tie Minnie to the bike seat.
Okay.
And we did it by hanging her till the neck, by the neck till she be dead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was disturbing
it was. Yeah.
because Minnie was lifeless, and your daughter didn't seem to care. But anyway,
Well, normally Glenn wears
shout out to the Disney company. Does Disney have any control over how they're? If once they've sold the doll, they have no say over.
I don't think so.
You can do whatever you want to it.
Oh wow.
Normally
Yeah.
Glenn wears a
Wow.
black hood.
No. Oh.
What?
What?
No, just take it out for drinks.
Oh
talking
no!
about
I
it.
wasn't
No.
saying anything like that.
Oh.
I was saying you could like stab it or light it on
Oh,
fire.
so you're
Oh.
both got it.
You- Where did you go?
Drinks. What's wrong with taking Goofy out for a drink and watch the game?
Just you and a stuffed Goofy sitting
yeah.
in a bar.
I would like to do that and see if anyone came over and said anything.
They
Probably
would.
not.
Yeah.
Wait, do you treat him Goofy like he's an actual person?
Sure. Someone walks by and I'm like, hey, Goofy, you know?
What?
What?
Yeah. What?
I don't know what I'm doing
So
anymore.
Goofy just sits there with a full drink, and then do you try to surreptitiously drink it to seem like Goofy's drinking?
Yes,
or what?
every
Okay.
now and then I drain a little bit of Goofy's drink
Oh my god!
so that it looks like, and then I say, excuse me, hello, Goofy's running a little low here.
And
Time
if
for a
there's
re-up.
a game playing, do you make him high five you?
I go to high five him, but he just
Oh.
falls off limply. He just falls off the couch. And then I go like, someone's had too much over here.
And
Goofy's.
Do you see Goofy back up to his room, or does he come to yours?
All right, now we're not
Okay,
getting
now-
into that. Now you
Oh.
took it too
Oh,
far.
I did?
You
yes.
did.
Uh-huh.
That was
yes,
you.
this is a classy.
I do want to bring up. This is
podcaster.
reminding me that that one of my sisters, I forget, was not me. It was not me. I want to say that, but when
Well,
we
it's
were really
clearly
little,
you now. Okay. Jeez, I've never-
but someone went in, and I forget which sister it was, but someone went in there, cut off all the hair on like 3 of their dolls, and then carved their name backwards onto the skull, which is so
Oh
up
my
on the
God.
forehead.
Your sister's name or the name of the doll?
I think it was the name of my sister backwards, and
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. And I remember that being, I don't remember who did it. It was not me. I swear it was not me. But I remembered seeing the results and thinking, this is like, we're all really young at this point. And whoever did it just wrote the name backwards.
What's the name? Nanok?
No, it was not Nanok. But I just remember that being like a chilling, like, oh, this is a grisly crime scene. But it was
Yes.
dolls.
But
you
the
know?
backwards thing is what's getting me.
I
That
th- no,
feels
I think
very
it-
devil-like.
No, but I think it was because they were trying to spell their sister's name, Neil, and wrote it backwards because they were very young.
Wait, so was someone writing someone else's name, like a frame job? This was you.
No, I didn't do this. I did lots of terrible things.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did terrible, terrible things,
Uh-huh.
Mostly to Justin. And I
Oh.
apologies, Justin. I've told you this, right? I would play
yeah.
very complicated game. He just wanted to play cops and robbers, and I would immediately get lawyers involved.
Yeah.
I would say, well, now we have to go see a lawyer because you drew your gun. He'd be like, I didn't even fire my gun. I went, you drew it. And in Massachusetts County, you know, like in the
Oh my
Commonwealth of
God.
Massachusetts, and I would make him fill out
It's
papers.
insufferable.
It was
Oh.
so
Insufferable. Oh my God.
Awful person.
Like the absence of fun.
No, and there was a big gap between us. So he was a very young kid, and I was in my late 40s. But he's fine now. They just released him.
I get it. People
He's
do
medicated.
weird things with dolls. I used to do weird
Well,
things.
but yeah, it's a time of life when dolls, it can be a crime scene, and it's acting things out in a safe way.
Yeah.
you know.
Okay. I guess
Yeah.
that's weird. Though.
Well, did your brother was a bully a little bit to you?
Yeah, Danny used to beat me up a lot, and
Well,
I used to always think, "Hey, I got a chance," and I never did. I
No.
just
Danny's
I
a
just
strong guy.
succumbed.
I can't take Danny.
No, you can't. No, he was a football player in high school, and he was huge, and he would beat.
Well, now
me
you're
up.
making me feel like I should try and fight Danny.
You would lose. He would beat you up badly.
What if?
He
Okay,
would badly beat you up.
I could choose my moment. What if he doesn't see me coming? I come up from behind.
Like a sucker punch.
Oh no, I'm holding something. I've got like a stick.
What? Yeah, that's still like you're kind of a sucker punch, but like he doesn't expect it.
I wouldn't use my real hand. My hands aren't very strong.
Okay.
So I would have like a big bat.
like a weapon. Yeah, you would probably win, but you'd be a bitch.
But I don't care about that part.
Okay.
You see a scenario where I could take your brother Danny.
Yeah, if he doesn't see you coming.
Danny!
Yeah. Suck it, Danny.
Oh, take it easy.
Okay.
Have we accomplished anything here with this opening?
No, nothing.
This is
Nothing.
awful.
All we've managed to accomplish is we've killed 5 minutes.
Okay.
And so it's time to start the show.
I think we start the show.
Yeah.
I'm satisfied.
Are you?
Yes. Satisfied with less. The podcast rule. Okay, well, take a moment here because congratulations and felicitations are in order. Today is Matthew B. Gorley's birthday. Well, I know B is not your middle initial.
Nor is today my birthday.
I thought you said today's your birthday.
No, someone said this episode was coming out on the 22nd. My birthday is the 23rd.
Oh, well, what the hell, man?
What?
Right before we started, didn't you say this is coming out? You asked me when this is coming out, and I said on the 22nd, and then you go, that's my birthday.
Week.
Oh, come on.
But that's what Conan's birthday was on the 18th, and we recorded on for the 17th. So it's like the same thing. It's not like we can't talk about your birthday.
Stop the whole momentum and the magic to point out a small accounting error. It is more or less your birthday, but now I started off with this feeling of generosity and everything, and now I don't have it anymore.
Wait, I'm just curious.
Like, no, it's coming out the 22nd. My birthday is the 23rd. All right, well, who's going to announce that to America on the 23rd? You going on The Price is Right? What are you doing?
That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm going on The Price is Right for my birthday. Yeah.
Okay.
Have you been on The Price is Right?
No, but I have been on more game shows than I'm care to admit.
Is that true?
Yeah.
One of those people that just went from game show to game show?
When I was younger, yeah.
When I was younger.
Yeah. Well, I'm turning 50. I mean, come on.
This is your 50th birthday tomorrow.
Yeah.
Can we just say it's today?
Sure.
Also, people don't listen to podcasts necessarily on the
this
day
guy telling me how podcasts work.
Maybe maybe someone should.
Wow.
They don't
I'm
necessarily
impressed.
listen the day that they're put on air.
You lost it. You lost
It's
it.
okay. You tried.
No. They don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This drops, but then someone might be checking it out tomorrow. And guess what? If it's the 23rd, then happy birthday, Matt Gorley.
Thanks,
Yay.
boss. Appreciate
And it's the big 5-0, eh?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
That ain't nothing.
I don't know.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I feel it.
50 is, with all the advances in science and everything, 50 is the new 49, 48. You know? You can't worry about it. I know that first of all, you're a very youthful chap.
Well,
you
thanks,
come across as very young.
You were getting kind of upset when we'd mentioned your 60th birthday.
Yeah.
So you telling me?
And I'm upset now that you brought it up again. I'm trying to get it out on Wikipedia that I'm 51 or 49.
Okay.
I'm also trying to get some other stuff out there too.
What?
That I was in porno for a while.
In porno.
Yeah.
Porno.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
people who do porn don't say I'm in porno.
This was a long time ago when people said in porno.
No, I think porno was in you.
No, it was 1981.
That's
yeah.
a good porno time.
Yeah, I was going to say that's my favorite.
Yeah, and back then we called it in porno.
Did you?
Yeah.
Sexy.
Yeah. Someone would say, hey, you, what's your score? And I'd say, I'm in porno, that's the game. That's how people talk back
Wait,
then.
what were some of your movies?
Oh, you don't want to know.
Okay.
I do want to know.
Okay, look out, unzip.
Oh! That doesn't feel like look out because here comes something sexually formidable. It feels like look out, you're in danger.
Look out, unzip was one of my best-selling movies.
Yeah.
For most of us, learning a second language in high school or college wasn't exactly a high point in our academic careers.
Yeah.
I learned Spanish just many times over.
Yeah.
It didn't really stick.
No, well, you're very Irish.
Okay, that doesn't have anything to do with
And
it.
it's not like you went home to anyone who spoke Spanish. You just need to practice it. That's the thing.
My father's from Spain.
Oh, I know that he's
He
not.
was a matador. Anyway, now thanks to Babbel, the language learning app that sold more than 10 million subscriptions, there's an addictively fun and easy way to learn a new language. Babbel's 15-minute lessons make it the perfect way to learn a new language on the go. With Babbel, you can choose from 14 different languages, including Spanish, French, Italian, German. There are so many ways to learn with Babbel. In addition to lessons, you can access podcasts, games, video stories, and even live classes. Plus, it comes with a 20-day money-back guarantee. You know, when I go to another country, I like to have some facility with the language because it shows that you're trying.
Yeah.
It's like a very courteous thing to do.
But it could be tedious if it's like boring how to learn it, but this is fun. I've tried Babbel.
You've tried Babbel?
And it is really fun. They do teach you things that you'll use when you go to another country, and it's stuff that sticks.
Right now, get up to 55% off your subscription when you go to babbel.com/Team Coco. That's babbel.com/Team Coco for up to 55% off your subscription. That's a big chunk off. Mm-hmm. You're welcome, world. Babbel, language for life. So yeah, I'm trying to get that on the internet.
What was the plot?
What's that?
What was the plot?
Oh, there's this guy, and he goes to get his zipper fixed. He wears these really tight corduroy pants. And this guy's packing, let me tell you.
Is there any sex in it at all?
I wouldn't call it sex.
What would you call it?
But there is an extended segment where the penis just keeps coming out and out and out.
Oh, come on.
Like
It's
when
like
a magician would pull scarves out of their mouth?
Well, that's it. There's a scene where he's wandering the earth trying to find, a way to make a living. And then he teams up with a magician at one point. And the guy is pulling out, and pulling and pulling and pulling, and it just keeps going. And it's called Look Out, Unzip.
Look Out, Unzip.
Well, look for it.
And then there's a little, the way sometimes there's a title underneath? It's thwabada habada hobada habada dubada. Thwabada habada hobada dubada.
Oh, twice, or is it just the one thwabada?
Depends on which country it's released in. I've seen ones that were, I saw a copy that was being sold in the Canary Islands. It's thwabada wabada habada habada hobada habada dibada dabada.
Okay.
But it depends on where you get it. But all of this is my way of saying happy 50th birthday, Matt Gorley.
Whoa.
And you know what? You should feel grateful. You have a beautiful wife.
Yes.
You have a lovely daughter and a gorgeous home. I mean, and you get to work with Sona and Conan. And that's a pretty rare.
Yeah, I get to work with Sona.
Yay.
And Conan.
And Sona.
And Conan.
And Sona.
And Conan.
Hey, buddy.
It's the three together that make that work.
Two pals.
Two pals.
Yep.
And another guy.
Backbone.
I'm going to go sit on that two-legged stool and see how that goes.
Is that another one of your in pornos?
Yep. Well, that was one-legged stool. That's the other one I made, which didn't do as well. People were disappointed in the ending.
One-legged upside down
where I'm just
stool.
sold as a stool.
Oh, God.
And then I'm just this long sequence of me erect. And people are having coffee using my back as a table.
Birthday.
And I'm in a French cafe. And they're on really tall stools because guys really packing, yeah, this is all true.
Oh my God.
Maybe this is a great birthday present for you.
No, it's not.
Yes, you can gather the wife and daughter around the radio that plays podcasts.
No.
And you can listen to this wonderful memory.
I'm going to salvage this by drinking out of Javier Bardem's cold coffee cup.
Well, there you go.
Now that's a birthday I can savor.
Yes. Very nice. Well, happy birthday, seriously.
Happy birthday, girl.
Thanks, you guys. Thanks. We all did.
Blay, would it kill you to lean into the mic and say happy birthday?
Happy. Well, he told me it was the 22nd.
I know, but so what? We let that go. You're still nursing that?
Happy birthday.
It seems like there are qualifications to that.
Yeah.
And I don't accept your happy birthday.
All right. Well, as long as we ended in bitterness.
Let's get out of here. Let's make some s'mores.
I know. Can we s'more it up?
Yeah.
Smart up?
Okay, we've got a whole selection here.
Well, I refuse to eat one on principle, but you guys go ahead. I think it's...
You're doubling down. I don't think you really think it's the worst.
I do.
But how can
Matt,
you...
can you give me
No,
a
what I
marsh?
always said was it's way overrated. It's not as good as it's cracked up to be. And you know it.
Now, Sona, because I wanna give this a full shot. How much do I roast this marshmallow?
It's already too much. It's already too much.
That was too much?
You don't want her in the fire. You want to turn her so that she gets slowly roasted.
These are gendered?
To the point where she falls off of your skewer. That means you what is that?
Oh my God, what happened? That's
I'm trying to get it off so I can start again.
So bad.
Look, I'm now just feeding my marshmallow off of yours.
Yeah, see, you gotta be really
But look,
gentle.
Sona, aren't I doing it the right way?
You are.
I'm warming the marshmallow.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, Sona.
You got it. I know. The moment it starts to get like that, you have to blow it out.
Don't you want some scorch?
You want some scorch, but I'm saying some people scorch it and they're like, I'm done. And it's not the right way to do it. You have to actually melt the marshmallow, which takes some time and patience. Okay. And I think that's also part of the reason why you don't make good s'mores.
It's a real tough balance.
Is it though? Sorry. I think this is not a hard thing to do.
Okay.
What do we talk about? Are we just
roasting? Hand me some graham cracks.
Yeah. You know, you're trying to be so hard to be casual that it's excruciating. You keep shortening words that can't be shortened.
Hey, could you hand me a Hirsch for my graham crack?
Yeah.
I got to get him harsh marsh.
Here's a Hirsch for your graham crack.
Thanks.
You can put it on the old skew.
Thanks, Cone. This is living.
Yep. Doesn't get better than this. Listening to people make a shitty dessert is what podcasting was meant for. Eat your heart out, Mark Maron. This is what it's all really been about from the beginning.
Are you listening, Peabody?
Oh, Peabody.
How do you get this whole thing in your mouth, though, Sona?
Oh, for
First of all,
God's sake, don't
these
give audio
marshmallows
clips
you
like
guys
that.
are using are enormous.
You know, those are just softballs.
You want smaller ones.
How do you get this whole thing in your mouth? Cut to Mr. Furley, or better yet, Norman Fell listening outside the door.
Yeah.
I've always wanted there to be a Three's Company. Jack and Chrissy are behind a door. Mr. Roper's listening. And he's saying things like, push it harder, push it harder. Yeah. No, it's not fitting. Here, rub it, and then it will get harder. And then Mr. Roper's getting upset, and you cut inside, and they really are fucking. And really graphic. It's just incredibly graphic. And you cut to whatever, Don Knotts freaking out, or whatever. Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah, if it is Mr. Roper, and he actually comes in, he's like, oh, I actually apologize.
Yeah,
sorry,
I'm
leave
sorry.
you alone.
I assumed that you were putting a shower head on. Because I know there was an episode where they're putting a shower. You know what I want to do? Here's what I want to do. Or could someone do this for me?
This is it.
There's a Three's Company episode where I do think it's Don Knotts as Mr. Furley is listening. I think Jack and Chrissy are behind the door. The door is shut, and they're in the bathroom, and I think they are just trying to put a shower head on. It's like, push harder. I'm trying. You're making this here. You get on top, and Don Knotts is making all those faces. Yeah. If someone just cut incredibly hardcore pornography into that, I think that would be absolutely hilarious.
I agree.
Could someone do that out there? Because I don't have time.
You mean out here in my backyard?
No. Just listening in this. Okay. That's what's great about America is you tell someone, can you just do a? Oh, look at this. Oh, Sona, what an appetizing dessert. It looks like a burned vertebrae. It's the vertebrae of a fire victim.
First of all,
I gotta say, this is absolute horseshit because the skin of the cooked marshmallow has exited the innards, and it's just like a mess that you can't.
This marshmallow
you can't even eat it.
Is too big. This is the problem. This marshmallow is too big.
Take one of your thigh bones from your effigy.
I will, but I also just want to point out, look at that perfect melt.
Yeah, but that's a disaster. That looks
melt.
terrible. Now, what are you actually gonna? You're just pretending to like this. You don't like that.
I can't eat it.
They're impossible to eat. It's like when you get a cheeseburger at a restaurant. It comes in, it's like 18 inches high.
It's really good, you guys. I don't understand you two. I don't. I'm so happy.
It just makes me angry to even see you eat it.
Feeling the holiday vibe. Are you feeling it?
Oh, I love Christmas.
Do you go all out with the traditional stuff? Do you have lots of stuff you put out, little holiday trinkets?
I think so, yeah.
Well, what do you mean, I think? Are you okay?
I'm afraid to admit it to you. I'm afraid to what you will tear into.
I'm a sentimental old sap about Christmas.
Oh,
I really am.
Nice.
Yeah. Are you, Sona?
Yeah, I mean...
You have first of all, I know you celebrate it a little later on.
No, we celebrate American Christmas too, but we have a fake tree, which you guys got mad at me for when we were doing summer s'mores.
Yeah.
And then we put a few things on, but we're not like the house people stop at when they're driving down the block and be like, oh my God, look at this.
I don't want to be that house.
You don't?
The house that has, they have a thing now. I saw an ad where they project. You can put little projectors that project like candy canes.
And snowflakes.
And little Santas and reindeer. And they crisscross your entire house. And I think I would go insane.
What?
If I was in my house and that was being projected and coming in through the window, I think I'd lose my mind.
I don't know.
And you step outside to go get the paper and these lasers are firing candy canes into your eyes.
You get your paper in the nighttime?
Yeah. I get it delivered at night. When there's bad news, I want to hear it right away.
The paper boy comes back at night for your house?
I pay him a little extra to come by at night. It makes me feel
so weird.
I don't want to read news in the morning. I want to read it at night. And it's the only way to get it through the newspaper, I'm told. Hi. I don't know much about the internet. But anyway, I don't that looks like way too much to have something projected on the house. But I have a brother who's a fully adult man. He goes all out on Christmas on the inside of his house. And I think that's really sweet. I love that. I'm all for people going for it. You know what's funny? Every now and then someone gives me an ornament and I put it on the tree and then kind of forget about it. And then it just shows up because it all goes into a box and then it goes back on the tree the next year. And a couple of years ago, Zach Braff was here and he gave me an ornament. It's him and Donald Faison hugging each other. And I remember just coming home and like it was in my pocket. And I'm like, what's this ornament? And the tree was up and I went, oh, okay. And I just put it on the tree. Like 3 years go by and the other day I passed my tree and I'm like, what the fuck? Why is Zach Braff and Donald Faison hugging each other on my tree?
I want that ornament.
Is there any Conan ornaments? Did you ever make an ornament?
It is actually a sentimental memory, but our first season, we premiered September 13th, 1993. When I was a 30-year-old kid, and the reviews were pretty much, this won't last. And there was a late night with Conan O'Brien Christmas ornament that someone made and gave to me. And I remember hanging it on the tree in Christmas of 93 and kind of thinking, well, at least I got this. No, seriously. And then all these years later, I look at it, and I'm like, you showed them, little ornament. You know, it's this nice little feeling.
Yeah.
I want to break that ornament.
I know you do. You smash it.
When I go to your house, I'm just going to break it.
Yeah, throw the Zach Braff, Donald Faison ornament at it, smashing it. Yeah, so, I mean, I get sentimental. I work really hard at not being sentimental, but I'm very sentimental.
You like to play the Scrooge?
And I like to try to, but then I'm a total mush about Christmas time.
Here's a big divisive thing. Where do you guys fall on tinsel on a Christmas tree?
Tinsel can go fuck itself.
You know what? You've chosen a side.
Yeah, I have a little bit of an opinion.
I'm not a tinsel person. Growing up, there'd be some tinsel on our family tree, but I've never wanted it on our tree. It just looks like shredded aluminum to me.
I agree. And also, pets often eat it, and you find it later.
Ew.
Yeah, but it looks like someone left you a beautiful present of shit. I try to get my dog to eat a red bow, so that later I can put it under the tree. I say, look what I got you, honey. It's a shit bow.
What?
Yeah. The really hard part is getting the dog to swallow a card that says, ha ha, this is shit. But if you can get it to swallow a bow and a card, and the dog, and it all stays kind of together.
Ew.
It's fantastic. It's such a good prank. Yeah. Anyway,
happy holidays.
Yeah. Aren't you glad you listened?
Hey, Merry Christmas, you two.
Merry Christmas.
Hey, you too.
And happy holidays.
Well, that's taken
all
too far.
inclusive.
Oh.
Well, just everyone. I just want everyone to have a good holiday. Be they Christian, be they not.
Did you want to give us like Christmas bonuses in cash right now or anything?
Oh, I could Venmo you.
Okay.
And Sona will probably tell you I know exactly how to Venmo people. That's the hardest I've seen Sona laugh in a while. Says the guy who calls his wife when she's in New York and I'm in LA and goes, can you Uber Eats me some of the chicken salad?
Are you serious?
I got better, but there was a while there where I was petrified. I'm sorry.
God.
It was new technology for a very old man.
Oh my God.
And she'd be in Seattle visiting her parents, and I'd be like, I really like that turkey burger they make. And she'd be like, yeah, you just get it. It's, it's on, what is it called? Chomp.net?
That's
what?
it. Chomp.net. That's right.
Chomp.net?
Throw a couple my way and I'll tell you which one.
Grubhub.
DoorDash. Yep.
Postmates. Okay.
Postmates. There it is. I'd say, hey, honey, I like that turkey burger. And she'd be like, well, I'm in Thailand right now in a meeting. And I'd be like, yeah. And I'm asleep. Yeah, I like that turkey burger. Can you get it on chompchomp.gov? And she'd say, do you mean Postmates? And I go, yeah. Just send it over to the house. The turkey burger, no barbecue sauce.
Oh my God.
I will say for anyone listening who thinks that Conan is joking, I remember teaching you how to right click back at late night. And you were like, oh, that button does something else.
Yes.
Yeah, I
That's
remember.
true. You were a young fellow.
That's right.
This is back when I had a steam-powered computer. We had to wait for it to heat up to work.
That's right. You also used to make me say permission to come aboard before I could go into your office.
Yes.
Even though your desk was literally like a foot and a half from the door and I could put something on it, I had to say permission to come aboard. And you would say, permission denied.
Yes.
And then I'd have to walk
You'd
away.
have a piece of paper and you go like, I got the research notes. And I'd say, what? And you'd say, permission to come aboard. And I'd go, permission denied.
I'd have to walk away.
Now, I think that's quality leadership. Anyway, shitbo. That's the way to go this Christmas. Get your dog to eat a bow. And then give that to someone as a present. Shitbo. Coming soon to a theater near you. Theater? No, it's not a movie. I've lost my mind. Merry Christmas.
You put that up and then you put it up again. Yeah. That was a double wrap.
This is what we call in the podcast industry a double wrap.
Yeah, you just slid the wrap at me another. It's a wrap sign that you slid to me a second time, and I just keep ignoring it. That's what I'd do if I was a teller and someone slid a piece of paper that said, this is a robbery. I'd say, yeah, and another thing, shitbo. And then they'd slide it again. This
Triple
is a robbery.
wrap.
Triple wrap that shit. Get your dog to eat some tinsel, and you've got some shiny shit.
Look, we got families we got to get home to for Christmas.
And I'm trying to rob a bank.
I wanted to briefly mention to people, this is an observation I've had. I met you, I think, in 1988 when I was a punk writer at Saturday Night Live.
SNL, yeah. You were part of the Boiler Room Boys. I called you, yeah.
Yeah.
You had a room with Smigel.
Yeah, Robert Smigel, Greg Daniels, Bob
Odenkirk, and you, yeah.
Yeah, and we...
you killed, guys. There were some, I think a couple of shows I did, you guys got like 3 pieces on the air.
Yeah, we did. It was a good time, and I remembered always being really excited when you showed up. But you've proven a theory that I had. I noticed it. I think you were one of the first people. That was my first big gig in television, and I remembered every time that you would host, you would stay up practically all night with the writers. I remember at one point walking through the conference room at night at like 3 a.m, and you were lying down on the conference table trying to compose a sketch. Now, everybody else would dip in and dip out and try and hear what everyone was up to, and then they'd go off to dinner with Lauren, and then maybe they'd come back for a little bit. You were alone in your dedication to making it a great show, more so than any host while I was there. And I have since told people that you're an example. I think Bruce Springsteen's an example. There's certain people I think of where it's not an accident. This is someone who is not, there are people who accidentally have a great deal of luck, or they're born with, some amazing trick they can do. And then there are just people that have ability, have talent, but man, I couldn't believe how hard you worked. And I don't know if you still do that.
Well, it's a great hang. I mean, I was just trying to get the hang, man. You laugh your head off, when you're there. And there is some awfully good ideas, but part of it is I couldn't believe I was there. I mean, I'm in the world famous 17th floor with a conference room and the whole bit. I wanted to soak that up. That was hey, Lauren's a fascinating guy.
Yeah.
But after a while, I don't need more Bob Hope stories at dinner. I love to compare notes with him as much as anybody else. But eventually, the same Jack Benny anecdote plays itself.
My favorite game with Lauren is which Paul is he talking about? Is it Simon or McCartney? And so I'd literally play this game myself, or I'd be with him, and he'd go, Paul called. And I'd go, okay, that could go the other way. And he's going to come by, and he might bring his guitar. And I'd be like, that doesn't help. Get me out of it. And then say, and
keep going.
He's still kind of angry at his partner. And I'm like, doesn't help.
Still, you haven't had the qualifier yet.
Yeah. And doesn't really want to talk that much about the 60s, although he'll play that stuff still, but he wants to do the later stuff. Still can't do it. I'm going to see him at the Hamptons. Still won't do it. And, I think I've been through 45 different combination locks. It's like opening that box in the Da Vinci Code where it's like, no, this doesn't get me there. I still don't know And you'd have
Well,
to
how much do you sort of like relive in the same way like Ernie Banks relives, ball games at Wrigley Field regarding SNL? I mean, you were there for a substantial amount of time. Every era of SNL is historic in its own way.
Yeah, and I was
every era had some imprint on comedy and popular culture.
I was there at a very fortuitous time because I was there with the Lovitz, Dana Carvey, Kevin Nealon, Jan Hooks,
Nora Dunn,
just great cast. But then Mike Myers showed up while I was there. And things just Chris Rock showed up while I was there. And it just kept. Adam Sandler showed up while I was there. So it really was this golden time to be on Saturday Night Live. But I have to tell you, absolute great memories, but also almost PTSD.
Well, yeah, a lot of nervous breakdowns, a lot of Machiavellian stabs in the back, a lot of disappointments, a lot of how did this happen?
A lot of 4:00 in the morning. Everyone else is behind a closed door laughing with other people writing the greatest sketch in the world, and I don't have an idea. And I'm wandering the halls, and this is when I used to wander down to 6A, which unbeknownst to me would later become my studio. At the time, it was Dave's studio.
Wow, yeah.
And I would sit behind, there was a cloth that they draped over Dave's desk, which ended up being right where my desk was for 16 years. And I would sit behind that desk and try and write sometimes behind his desk on the late night, on the late night with David Letterman studio. I just was, and I'd be in total a dread that is hard for me to explain to anybody when you don't have an idea, or you have an idea and you don't think it's good enough. And so, and also 2 of my moments of absolute fear were on camera, and they were with you.
Ooh.
One was one of the first big things I did on TV was a sketch where you did a monologue about how people say I'm the nicest guy in the world, but I'm really not. It's just, it's ridiculous. It's not true. And I'm tired of this. Tom Hanks is the nicest guy in the world. It's just not true. Now, if you'll excuse me a minute, and then you walk off and the camera follows you live, and do you remember this? You perform all these miracles.
Yeah, yes.
You're Christ-like.
You had the line, "Stay away from this horse, Mr. Hanks. He bites." And I petted him and said, "No, he's just a misunderstood creature."
Yes.
Something like that.
So I am waiting, and this is live, and you have no idea what it's like. I mean, you do, but I'm talking to people listening to this podcast. The fear of you're a punk kid, and at some point, Tom Hanks is going to come by at the opening of the show, which at the time is watched by
8 billion people.
8 billion people
live.
And Tom Hanks is going to come by, and my job was to stand there holding the horse. And then my line was, you go, look at that guy. And I go, "Oh, don't touch him, Mr. Hanks. That horse bites everyone." And you go, "Nonsense. He's just a misunderstood creature. And you pet him. And I go, "Wow." So you're coming, and I just keep repeating my line. And of course, I'm doing the thing we all do when we're in our heads too much. "Don't bite that horse, Hanks. No, don't Tom the Hanks. Wait, don't bite that." And while I'm trying to do it, do you know who the musical guest was that week? Of course you don't.
Aerosmith?
Nope.
No.
It was a newly solo Keith Richards with the.
Oh my God, with the expensive winos. Yeah,
yes,
that's right.
And Keith Richards was at the Kraft's food service table next to me, wearing pixie boots, and he chooses that time while you're walking towards me. You have about 4 interactions that you have to have before you get to me, and he goes, "Horses, right? Horses," and I'm just going like, "What?" And of course, I'd love to talk to Keith Richards, but not now. He went, "Horses, when you think about it, they're the ones that really brought us through civilization. Without horses," and it was everything. He was explaining how man did it literally on the backs of horses, and he thought that I was the guy who owned the horse. And I almost said to him, "Shut the fuck up, Keith Richards. And your idea is bullshit. Tom Hanks is on his way, and I've got shit to do." So I said
my line. And the other one was the first Five Timers Club sketch.
Oh, that was a biggie, yeah.
I'm Sean, and you come in the door, and I'm supposed to put a robe on you, and I'll never forget, you come in the door, and all I have to do, you go, hello, Sean. I go, Mr. Hanks, is take a silk robe
You're right.
and put it on you. First, silk robe catches on, and you can see it a little bit.
Yeah, it happens online. Yeah,
you can see it. You can see it. I'm having a second, and it's just a millisecond. But for me, I saw my entire life flash before my eyes because I thought, if I can't get this jacket off, I'm dead. I'm dead forever. But I get it off, and then I go to put it on you, and one of the sleeves
was inside out. Yeah.
You remember this?
Yeah, very much so.
You've probably been angry about it ever since.
Oh no, I never saw it after it aired, so I never bothered look at it.
There's something to be said about I never assume that anyone is going to actually know who the hell I am. And quite frankly, if they do, they probably don't even remember my name. I'm just someone else's attachment. Like, oh, you're so-and-so's son.
Right.
Okay, so that's fine. That's a whole nother can of worms. But like the idea that someone could say, I saw you in something. I don't remember exactly what it is, but I remember it being good. That is like on like the meter of like, you never want someone to go, how do I know you? What's the?
It's the worst.
Tell
me
what you've been in.
Yeah.
And you go, well, I was in this thing. Nope, not that. Well, I was in this other thing. No, definitely not that.
I saw that. Yeah. Ooh, you're not in that, are you?
Oh, you're in that.
I take it all back. I gotta go. It's not you.
The idea that someone could say, I remember you from something I liked, and you made an impression. That to me struck me as like that's a good place to aim for.
Right.
Where they go, I believed you. Truly, like that I believed you enough to go, oh yeah, he was great in that one thing that I saw and I remember liking, but I don't remember what the name is. That to me struck me as like that's the sweet spot that you want to be in.
And I've been on the other end of it too, where I've been talking to people that I idolize, and I realized cut it off. I mean, not in a professional interview setting, but I run into them, and I start to realize I step outside myself and say, "You're talking too much." It doesn't get better than, "Oh my God, you're one of my favorite." I was in New York recently, and I was in a restaurant, and I'm leaving, and I see, "Oh my God, Al Pacino is in the corner sitting at a table." I mean, that's Al Pacino.
Well, he was in The Godfather. I'm just assuming that you don't remember what it was that you saw.
I had no idea.
He was in The Godfather. Oh. He was also in a thing called Son of a Woman, which a lot of people...
That's what I know him from.
Yeah, there you go.
But I saw him, and he like... Suddenly he's motioning me over, and I'm like, wow. So I go over, and he's like, Conan O'Brien, it's good to see you. And I'm like, wow, Mr. Pacino, this is fantastic. And then I'm talking, and I said, like, look, you're just one of my favorite. And I've met him before casually, but I just have to say you're one of my favorite actors of all time. Appreciate it very much. And then I kept talking, and then I had just seen Serpico like 2 nights before, and there's a scene in Serpico where he's chasing someone through like he's chasing someone who's trying to get away from a robbery, and he tackles him near a stairway, and they both fall all the way down the stairs. And it's clearly it's Al Pacino falling all the way down the stairs. And I went, and then Serpico, and he's going, oh, that's yeah. And I went, and you fell down those stairs.
Oh no!
And he's looking at me and kind of smiling and nodding. He fell down these stairs in 1974. And also, it is not a critical part of the movie. It's not important to the movie at all. It's just what I remember. And I'm like, you fell down those stairs. And he went, well, yeah. And I went, then I realized, get out fast. You've ruined everything. And I went, well, I've got to go. And I kind of ran away. And then weeks later, I meet this person who was sitting at the table with him, who's a film producer, who said, we saw you in New York. And I went, oh, yeah. And then you were talking, and like mid-sentence, you said, gotta go, and ran away. And Al Pacino was like, what did you run away for? I wanted to tell you, I was enjoying talking to him. And I was like, oh, no. And so I think I'm the first person, maybe in 50 years, who Al Pacino was talking to, and I'm like, yeah, I'm out, and ran away.
You got in your head.
I got in my head. So I got in my head one way I talked too much. You fell down those stairs.
Yeah.
What stairs? What's he talking about? And then I got my head the other way and ran away.
You self-cock-block.
Rudely.
It's self-cock-block. But getting in your head, I've been there. I've definitely like gotten to the point where it's like, shut the hell up. You're talking too much. Stop. Which is why, like, I really do truly feel this way. Like, I try very, very hard to express how much I admire somebody for their work. And I like to separate them and their work so they don't, like, just like, it's a weird distinction, but it's one that I'm sort of obsessed with. And and the highest compliment really can be like, I believe you every time I see you.
Oh, that's a good one.
And that to me is every time I see, a certain actor, I will make it a point to say like, look, I just want to say, I believe you every time I see you on the screen. And that I think is the most succinct way that I can express my admiration. Because otherwise I will go on for 20 minutes about, so-and-so falling down the stairs and that not being a stunt double. And then halfway through going, maybe he hit his head and he doesn't remember that he went down the stairs. And then, oh my God.
But you keep talking. Nervously, you keep
and
talking.
Then you just keep nervously
Do you ever say
talking.
that to actors who you don't really mean it about?
What you mean, I believe you
you're
every
like,
time?
Hey, Vin Diesel, I believe you every time.
No, that's when you go, but man, that music, when you did that scene where you, and that music kicks in, that's me saying, man, that music was really telling me how I'm supposed to feel right now.
And I'm not picking on Vin Diesel. I just saw him recently in Hamlet, and I didn't buy it. Early in the first act, he gets in a car, and
I heard he fell down the stairs and hit his head before
the stairs were damaged when he fell down the stairs. That's on me. I didn't know that you studied history, because I studied history. I love history. And I remember I talked to people later on who wanted to get into comedy, and they would say, well, I'm studying comedy, or I'm studying communications. And I would think, no, you don't need to know stuff. I mean, I love history, and I've used it. I don't know how it's come into it, but it's felt like it's helped me a million times.
Were you a history major?
Yeah. And it's been like a lifelong passion of mine, but I read history, and then I feel like that fills up my comedy well somehow. I don't know how. I can't explain it.
I completely agree with you. I'm really happy that I majored in history and not communications or any of that stuff. Mm-hmm. People, like, if they want to be an actor or a comedian, they take it so seriously. Like there's no class. You can't. There's nothing to learn. Either you can do it or you can't. I think, right?
That's mostly how I come down on it.
Yeah.
I think you can improve, and you can hone your skills. But I swear to God,
practice, 90% you can hone your skills if you're because you're doing it, you're practicing.
Right. 90% of what I do, I was doing around my kitchen table in a big family in Boston, or with my friends, and then it's just been heightened and indulged by enablers all around me. But it does feel to me like that's most of it.
Yeah, I guess I would never want to be in a comedy class to hear those forced laughs. I'd rather just go up on a stage and do it, because all those people that they're just going to be forcing their laughs, like everybody just doing. And I got to say, I don't even mind it. I can hardly tell the difference.
They're very good.
In fact, I'm reversing my whole opinion on this. Yeah.
They're very good.
Yeah,
they're
great.
Good.
Really, you guys are the best fake laughers I've ever been around.
I don't know how you avoid that, because there's a lot of at sitcom table reads and sketch comedy table reads.
Yeah.
I think I was lucky because all the years I was doing late night, we were pretty brutally honest about things. And people were very happy to tell me they thought that something I had thought of wasn't a good idea. They really enjoyed that. And then every now and then I would visit someone who was working on a sitcom, and I would see they're reading the script for like the 5th time. You've seen this phenomenon.
Yeah.
I doubt it happened at Seinfeld, because whatever you were doing there was right. But there's this phenomenon where
you're being a good person and a good sport, and you're helping grease the wheels for the whole project. Like you're being a good member of the Communist Party if you laugh.
Right.
And so it's the fifth time a script is being read and people are like, you know, and I found it really upsetting, for lack of a better word.
Honestly, I don't think we ever did. I'm a modest fellow. You know that. Mm-hmm. I'm not a...
It says it on your jacket.
I'm not a braggart.
No. There's no braggadocio.
No, I don't go on about myself.
Not at all.
But I don't think we ever did like a second read-through. We did the one read-through, and if it didn't work, we would fix it, and then we wouldn't have another one. We'd just do the show. So I really don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Yeah, you're right. You're not helping the project by laughing.
Right.
But what do you do in situations? I'm sure this has happened to you tons of times where you'll be given, a friend will give you a script.
Yeah.
And then what? You have to, of course, you have to read it, and then if it's not any good.
Well, what do? You say I can't read a script indoors. Well, we'll step outside. Yeah. Hey, today isn't a good day to step outside.
Well, it's difficult sometimes to come up with exactly the right wording for it. That's why texting is good, because you can do a few drafts until you get it right, I think. rather than running into him on the street. Hey, did you read it? Yeah. Oh, it was fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I can usually find constructive criticism that I can make about something, but I wouldn't be able to say like, well, this just isn't funny.
No, you can't say that.
I can't say that because that's not. How does that help the person in any way?
But also sometimes you're given something to see or read after it's already locked, and there's nothing you can do.
Nothing you can do.
Nothing you can do. So you have to go, oh, yeah, this is great. What are you going to do?
Right.
So you got to lie.
Right. I've been in a few screenings with you. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
And now I'm...
Yeah.
You and I have been together when things were screened before, and it's been interesting to watch you. You always have...
Yeah, I think I know what you're
very good.
to.
You're very good. Very, very, very good.
Maybe we could, without mentioning...
Well, I think we can. I love this story, but you go and see a lot of things. I go and see a lot of things. There have been a couple of times where I've seen something screened, and you've been in the room, and we saw one thing, and it was long. It was very long.
It was a studio movie.
Yeah, a studio movie. It was very long, and so we see this final cut of this big budget studio movie when we're both there, and there was someone there taking questions, and who worked for the studio, and they wanted feedback, and I'm eager. I'm always think I don't want to look like a dick. I don't want them to see who I really am. So I will, what am I going to do? And man, this is getting late and I really want to get out of here. And you did this thing where the thing ends, lights come up, and you immediately shot your hand up and you said...
No, wait, but there were a couple of questions before I did that.
Yes, one or two questions. Yeah. But you shot your hand up and you said, I have one question and then I've got to go. And as you asked a quick question, and as you were asking it, you were putting your down jacket on. You put your down, and so you said, I've got one question, and then I have to go. And I'm looking at you.
And I looked at him. We made eye contact.
And
I saw the admiration and envy.
Okay. So anyway, he's the studio person's answering the question as you leave, and you go, I think you're right. That's a good point. And you're like, bye, and you left. I was there for another 45 minutes while people were saying, when the aliens come to the other planet, it wasn't quite clear, and so you might want to in post. And so I was, I leave, and the next morning I wake up, and my phone is right by my bed. And I turned it on, and there's a text from Larry, and it says, quote, I have one question, and then I have to go, quote, and then it says, how fucking genius was that? Exclamation point. Question mark. And then it says, you must have been so jealous. So the next morning, you knew. You went to bed that night with your covers tucked under your chin, thinking, I made O'Brien, I left him in the dirt.
I have to say,
it was such a proud moment for you.
Yeah, I was so thrilled with it because it was so brilliant. Yeah, it was just such a great move. Boy, sometimes it's like writing. Sometimes you're in a corner, right?
Yes.
And you have to write yourself out of this.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's what happened.
Yeah. And I think it made it feel all the sweeter that I had to stay late. I think that you have to admit that was the cherry on the sundae.
That was the cherry on the sundae.
Hey there. Welcome to Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. I am the aforementioned Conan O'Brien, mysterious man from the past, possibly the future, joined by Matt Gorley.
You're from the future?
I could be.
Huh.
We just don't know.
I've got a beef with the future.
No, in the future, everything's great. We solve all those problems people are worried about.
So they banished you from the future?
I was the last They fixed global warming. All wars have stopped. There's no income inequality. And then they looked around and said, what else? And I was standing there. And I said, yeah, what else? The next thing I knew, I was being tossed into a time machine. So here I am anyway. And Sona's not with us today. She's a little under the weather. But we are joined by her replacement. And who can really replace Sona? So you've already failed.
Yeah.
David Hopping.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you.
I also like that you didn't say that you're like in the present. You're only in the past and the future.
Oh, yeah.
Like you're not.
I've never been truly present.
Oh, wow.
That's true.
It really hurt me as an actor.
We should mention that Sona will be on the interview in the final segment. She's just not here for this intro today.
Oh, yes,
She'll
exactly.
be better in a minute?
Yeah, she'll be better in a minute. She'll be better. A couple minutes. She's just in the restroom.
She's being treated in the future.
Yes.
Where all diseases have been cured. And then she's being rocketed back to us.
Yes.
She'll be glowing and wearing an acrylic suit. I want to mention something very quickly. It was announced over the weekend. I'm very excited about this, that my new travel series of specials, is going to be dropping on Max, or you can call it HBO Max.
Can you now? I think it's just Max,
yeah.
Daddy-O.
Oh, is it? You can't say
think it's
HBO
just
Max
Max.
anymore? Well, I just want educating, in case there's some old fogey out there like
past.
me who's listening going, what is this Max? I'm going to be, it's coming out, and it's been announced over the weekend that it's going to be dropping. That's what the kids say, dropping.
But they still say HBO, but they say dropping.
No, Max is dropping. HBO coming soon to a theater near you with Clark Gable. Conan O'Brien Must Go is the name of the series. I like it. I'm proud of it. And it's dropping on April 18th.
This is very exciting. I've seen the intro to the first episode. I don't think I can oversell it by saying...
You just did.
No, I don't think it can be done. It's tremendous.
Oh, I'm glad you like it.
Yeah.
And of course, you're in it as well.
That's what I'm saying. It's tremendous.
But no, I am. I think you've seen.
I've seen all of them. I think it's the best thing you've ever done.
Well, that's really nice of you. I'm very happy with it. If you like me, I think you'll like these shows on Max. If you don't like me, don't watch them because I can't help
so
you.
much Conan.
I love anyone who's listening to this podcast who really hates Conan O'Brien. It's just aversion therapy they're doing. But anyway, so that's my quick message. We'll be talking about it much more as we get closer to April 18th. Conan O'Brien Must Go on Max. How are you, Matt?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sleep deprived. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not good.
Have you tried tons of caffeine in the morning?
For me,
what's a lot of caffeine for you?
I don't know. Maybe 3 cups would be too much caffeine. I will often have 1 or 2 cups a day.
What's the symptom that you show if you have too much caffeine? Do you get like heart palpitations? Are you nervous? Are you sweaty?
I feel like I turn into an 80s cocaine stockbroker who's just kind of loose and tight, jittery guy.
You've got suspenders on.
Yeah, with a blue shirt, white collar.
Basically everything from Wall Street.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Are you a fan of the movie Wall Street? Have you watched it a lot?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Have we talked about the Have we talked about the moment?
I didn't know I had to come down on either side of that. Honestly, I wasn't prepared.
One of my one of my favorite line readings ever is Charlie Sheen is in the elevator with his dad, Martin Sheen, and they're fighting back and forth because Martin Sheen just basically walked out on, Gecko. What's his name? Not Gecko.
Gordon Gecko.
Gordon Gecko.
Yeah.
And
I guess I am a fan.
Yeah, and basically told him to stuff it. And so they're in this elevator together, and then I preface this by saying I like the movie. I really love Martin Sheen, but he does this very interesting line reading where he's arguing with his son, who he thinks has lost his head, chasing these big bucks, and he says, "I've never measured a man's success by the size of his wallet." That's the line is written in the script. But he says, "I've never measured a man's success by the size of his wallet." And it's fantastic. And I'm always imagining that he's holding you can't see because it's a chest up shot, that he's holding a bowling ball. That Martin Sheen's holding a bowling ball and it slips out and lands on his toe. And he didn't intend that, but it lands on his toe as he's about to just say wallet. And he doesn't intend to.
Yeah.
Never measured a man's success by the side of his slip. Wallet! Jesus, that hurts! Cut. Let's try it again. No, we're using it. Hello.
Hi.
What's your name?
I'm Kaya.
Hi, Kaya.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good. I'm just can't believe you're there. So I'm sorry.
Look, I can get even closer.
I'm trying not
Kaya.
to. No. So in the game.
Hold it. Did your phone just go off? What the hell? You're running my social media empire, and your phone just went off? I'm so sorry. Do I have a microphone so I can stand? Is that okay?
Yes,
Is
of course.
that all right?
Here, take this one.
Yeah. There we go. I get to stand now. Hello. There we go. This thing's on. Yes, I'll stand closer to you so you can really see. Is this too much for you? It's okay. It's okay. And this is what women do when I get close to them. They go, "No! Oh! I see its veins!
Not at all.
His
not
face
at
is invisible!"
No,
How are you? What's going on?
I have a terrible question now. Okay, so in the game, fuck, marry, kill.
What?
You heard the game.
In the game, yes. I play this with my grandchildren all the time. Before you go to bed, little ones, we're going to play Fuck, Marry, Kill.
In the game, if you can only pick male comedians, only male comedians.
Only male comedians, yeah.
Yes. Who would you choose? And a bonus if you choose Flula as one. But that's a wild card.
Oh, man. Flula Borg. I don't know if you guys are familiar, but he's a hilarious... Yeah. He'd be... maybe I would go with Flula for sexual relations. Because he is just... he's chiseled, you know? Yeah, he's like a piece of Bavarian furniture. I don't even know what that means. I apologize. Then do I do the other two as well? Yes. Okay, so who would I marry? Let's see. I think I'm going to marry Bill Hader. Because he just does bits. He does such great impressions all the time that I would feel like I was constantly with a different partner. And we're never real with each other. Whenever he comes over to my house, he's like, yes, Mr. O'Brien. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm with a new person. This is fantastic. And then who am I going to kill? Okay, let's see. Who am I going to murder? There's so many that I want to murder.
The list is so long.
Yeah, I'm going to murder Jack McBrayer. I love him, but I just want him to hear that I said I'm going to get him. And he's another person who I'm never real with. I'm always like, I'll point to an elevator when I'm with Jack, and I'll say, does it scare you because it's a moving room? Did they not have that back on the farm? And he's so funny, he'd be like, sir, I know what an elevator is. And we just do that back and forth like idiots for hours. So, but he needs to be murdered. I'm going to murder him. Okay, that's a good question. Hello. Oh, I'll get you. Yes, this woman next, and then you, and I'll take care of everybody. Hello.
Hi.
Hey, I love your hair.
Thank Thank you.
You look
Close
fantastic.
In the dark. Thank you.
Yeah, that's so cool. How did you do that? You have
someone I paid too much money for did it for me because I don't trust myself.
Okay. All right. Well, it's cool. You have a fringe of gold around your face. It's beautiful. It's like a halo effect. It's very nice.
Slay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'd like to have the same thing done to my hair.
You can have it. We'll trade.
Okay. You don't want this.
Works.
This is a curse.
We'll see what happens.
So what's your name?
Sammy.
Hey, Sammy.
Hi.
Hi.
Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Thanks a
lot. I have a twofold. So I really like the Muppets. Which Muppet do you sincerely relate to? And then would that Muppet play you in a biopic?
Oh my God, man! I wish I knew the Muppets well enough. I think it would be Cookie Monster because I eat very quickly. I grew up. I was one of 6, and they would put food out, and like Cookie Monster, I just throw the food at my mouth, and it all comes falling out. It So I'm a very You can attest that I'm a very fast eater. I eat things like very fast, and I always, when I see Cookie Monster eat. Anyone who knows me knows that that's Conan. There's like a ham sandwich, and I'm just throwing it at my mouth, and there's just a big piece of felt that blocks it from going in. And Cookie Monster, he wastes so much food. Those cookies go flying right out of his mouth. So yeah, and I would want him to play me in the biopic. Yeah. Or maybe he would. Yeah. No. Maybe I don't know. He'd have to do like a SWAT because I look more like Elmo.
We'll hold an audition.
What's that?
We'll hold an audition.
Okay, we'll figure it out. But that's my answer for now. Yes, you have a question.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Delaney.
Hey, Delaney. Cool name. That's your first name.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Thank you.
Because your first name's a last name. Is your last name a first name?
Unless Costello is a first name.
No, Delaney Costello. That's a cool name.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Also Irish.
Oh, sorry. It's a terrible thing.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm bragging.
No one's bragging. You're just identifying the disease, and we're going to talk about it.
So we didn't plan this. I have a question about the Muppets, too.
Something about my fans.
And
I don't have the most mature fans.
Fair,
okay, so you have a
especially
Muppet
this question
too. All right.
So if you had to kiss a Muppet, which one would you kiss and why?
Definitely Snuffleupagus.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Because I went to Sesame Street once to tape something years and years ago, and I saw Snuffleupagus when he wasn't being operated, and he was hanging from the ceiling. They hang him up there. And he was looked like one of Hannibal Lecter's victims. It was the most freakish thing, and I felt so terrible for Snuffleupagus that part of me wants to see him alive and then embrace him and kiss him and cover him with caresses. Because what I saw just shocked me. It was horrifying. It was like someone was leaving. It was like a mob guy was leaving a threat. Like, we did this to Snuffleupagus, and we're going to do it to you next if you don't come across. So anyway, I'd like to see Snuffleupagus alive because that sort of traumatized me. And then the idea that we would have a romantic liaison.
Sounds like you've thought about this a lot.
It's all I think about. I was just backstage thinking about it. And then when I was with John Bon Jovi, I was thinking about a threesome with Snuffleupagus.
Is this why you didn't go out last night?
Because he's so big that, you'd lose you wouldn't even know John Bon Jovi's there for a while, and then he'd sort of, whoa, I didn't know. And then he'd go back into something. What are we doing? Is this any way to behave? I don't think so, Delaney, if that's even your real name.
Every once in a while, we like to do an official state of the podcast. It's like the president does State of the Union. We just check in, see that we're keeping this thing up to quality standards and that everybody's desires are being met. David, Conan, me.
Okay. So what's involved? I forget what we do here. I mean, I have no idea what the state of the podcast is.
Well, the state of the podcast...
My desires are not being met.
Why? Because you don't know? What are your desires? How can we better meet your desires?
Well, that's very nice of you. I'd like you guys to be a little more complimentary of me. Sort of like, wow, Conan, I'm still starstruck. Can't you muster that,
sure,
Matt?
We can try that.
You went to contempt almost immediately when we first started working together a couple of years ago, and I I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let's try it.
And you know what? You know I'd bat it away. You know I'd say, oh, don't be silly. Don't be ridiculous, because I'm a humble man. But you guys always start from a place. And you too, David. I think you've been around me too long, and you forget when you got off that bus.
Okay.
From where are you from?
Here we go.
No, you're... Yeah, from Illinois.
Illinois, yeah. Carlinville, Illinois.
Carlinville, Illinois. You got off that bus with your cardboard suitcase and your undersized seersucker suit and that little hat, and you saw those big skyscrapers and went, "Garsh," and came and worked for me. You were excited, and then suddenly you quickly became the same cynical prick that Matt Gorley is.
Wow, with that intro, I can't believe he doesn't gush praise on you.
Oh.
All right, David, let's you and me give him some praise. Let's see how naturally it comes.
You're really funny.
Yes, I am. Next.
People think you're hilarious.
Yes, they do. Next.
You got a good working knowledge of history.
Yes, I do. Thank you. Next. See, I said I was going to bat them away, and I'm not. I'm just accepting them and asking more. A voracious need machine. Yeah.
Are we done? Was that enough?
Yeah, I think that covers it.
Yeah, you guys acted like you were saying those words with your last breath of air. Yeah. That's how it came across.
Well,
but David, what's it like when you go back home to, is it Carlinville?
Carlinville.
Yeah. When you go back to Carlinville and you go to the general store and everyone's sitting around swapping stories, they must say, like, what's that Conan O'Brien like, don't they?
People do ask about you a lot, yeah.
Yeah, and what kinds of stuff do you say?
That you're really funny.
Oh, come on. No. What do you really say?
No, I do say that I genuinely did get very lucky working for you because you are just very easygoing and very nice.
Right.
When I moved here, I just heard horror stories of working for different celebrities.
Right. And I don't really fit the cliche. Now, I do sometimes act outrageously, but it's usually for comedic effect.
Yeah. Like, one story I always tell was... you had ordered a Amazon package and it didn't show up.
Right.
So you called me down and wanted me to go look around for it. 5 minutes go by. Sona calls, says, Conan found the Amazon package, come back down. In that 5 minutes, you had taken the time to carve a hole in just a random box just to flip me off.
Oh, that's right.
Oh my God.
I cut a hole in the box and I said, I did find it. I found the Amazon package. And you were like, oh, I'm really glad you found it. I went, yeah, and look what's inside. And I opened the box and gave you the finger.
I have a picture of it on my phone.
And I thought, and Sona was howling and I was howling. Now, I love that this is your story of what a good guy. But I remember going to all the trouble of, we sent you looking.
Effort you sent me looking, because it got dropped off at the Warner Brothers mailroom. So I go over, talk to someone at the mailroom, and then come back, and you were waiting in your office for me for who knows how long.
Oh, I remembered. You know, we had a show to do, and probably a big name guest, if I know our show. And there was a lot going on, and I was like, nope. I would routinely tell people, the show can wait. I've got to figure out a way to saw a hole in this box, get my hand into it, get the new assistant to Sona to come up here, who's from Carlinville, Illinois, say, I found the box, get you to open it, and then have me give you the finger.
Yep.
Now that's a true sociopath at work, I think. Oh, by the way, Matt, I found a Amazon box for you.
Oh, really? Should I head right over?
You should head over here as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Harrison Ford, and I feel confused.
Okay.
About being Conan O'Brien's friend.
Now listen, you and
we
I have
talked about this a long time ago.
We did.
And then a lot of time has passed. You've made no effort whatsoever. And now you show up out of the blue and you want me to be your friend.
Yes, I do. And listen.
What can you say on a podcast?
You can say anything you want. Anything you like.
Well, fuck you.
Already my favorite.
Clearly, Harrison, you've read the room and you understand that there's a lot of animosity towards me and that you will do quite well if you shit on me throughout this process.
Thank you for confirming my instincts.
You know, the first thing you did when you came in here is say, I just want my parking validated. And that's That seems to be your chief concern, is that we validate your parking. When, maybe I'm going out on a limb here, this could be the biggest hour of your career. It's possible. It's possible that this podcast recording will outshine any of your other work.
If he gets a parking validation.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry about the car. I'll walk home.
You will walk home rather
On
than
air.
suffer the
On air.
On air.
Yeah.
Can we record you for the whole walk home?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh, thank you. I want to say something to you, which is that I have you came on my show many, many times on the late night show. And over the years, people would say, who's one of your favorite guests? And I would say Harrison Ford, because he's so goddamn funny. You would come on the show. Have you seen these appearances?
Of course I have, yeah.
You are so hilariously funny, and you tossed me around like a rag doll verbally on these shows. And they're some of my favorite segments of all time. You are a hilarious man, and I've always loved being around you.
You guys wrote some great stuff. I remember us. I don't remember any of it, to tell you the truth.
Do you know who I am at this moment? Conan
O'Brien.
Yes.
It's kind of cool when you say it that way.
You know what? It's only cool when you say it. It's the only time it's ever been cool.
Do it again.
Conan
O'Brien.
Yes.
Wow, it's like jazz.
Wow.
Yeah. It's fantastic.
Yeah, we're jazz. We're jazz.
We're jazz.
Yeah.
We all pick up on each other.
He's jazz. You're
he's jazz?
like carousel
he's
music.
saying you're jazz.
I'm jazz.
And I am, Circus Calliope, I think. Something kind of that a chimp would dance to.
And you're Chaz. Chaz.
Okay, I'm sure. All right, I'm
What
going to go
kind
with
of a
Chaz.
name is Conan? Is it...
How dare you? Conan is an old Gaelic name that my parents gave me. They thought, we'll call him Conan.
Old Gaelic boy.
I come from...
Do you speak Gaelic?
I do not. I do not speak Gaelic. In fact, I don't think anybody really speaks Gaelic. I think it's a made-up... have you heard Gaelic? It sounds like a bunch of... Someone threw some chairs down the back stairs. It's just a lot of... consonants. There's not a vowel in there, and I think it's just to confuse people about when it's time to go to the pub. So I don't speak Gaelic, but I do have a very Irish name. And you know what fascinated me to learn?
I'm part Irish.
You are part Irish,
Irish,
German, and mother Jewish.
What's the German part?
I thought you were German Irish. I thought your dad was German Irish.
Is there such a thing as German Irish?
Sure. Yeah.
Would
German people were allowed to marry Irish people? Sure.
But you don't carry a designation by marrying somebody a national.
Yeah, sure you do. Yeah.
No,
there are Irish Italians.
Okay.
Of course.
My father was Irish.
Right. Okay.
No German.
No German.
No.
Okay, I refer you to this
My
piece of
mother-
paper right here that says born and raised in Chicago to an Irish/German father.
Well, if that's the quality of your research. And I imagine it is, because right there it says Harrison Ford, and then you had to write down Han Solo.
Yeah, I did.
You can't fucking remember that?
No, I can't. I can't remember Han Solo.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I wrote down because I heard that you were in some of the Star Wars films. And this was news to me because I've seen those films and I don't exactly think you pop.
Well,
I didn't recognize, I'm sorry.
Whoa.
But I mean, I remember Chewbacca. I remember the bad guy with the black helmet.
Uh-huh.
And then there's some people.
How come you're not still on television?
I think it's quite obvious why I'm not still on television.
Yeah.
If you're in comedy, you're always, I think, potentially 20 minutes away from bombing. It's just the way it is. And I always think about this in when someone says, you know, I'm doing a benefit, you can come out. And I always think, well, okay, but I got to really think about it. And they're like, no, you don't. It's a benefit. No. People have already paid the money and they just want to know the name and that you're going to be there. And I think, no, it has to be good because when it doesn't, I don't care if when I'm 90, if you go out there and it doesn't feel right and it doesn't go well, it feels worse than anything I could ever felt in my life.
Where you feel like you've gone out there and they're there to cure, like, we're here to prevent cancer and you're eating it. And like, they're just like, it wasn't bad enough that cancer is ravaging our community. But now your set is, quite frankly, trite.
And giving us cancer.
We're finding what you're doing trite. Like bombing at a benefit. Like there's almost an instinct at the end of it was like, folks, I don't have to be here,
Yeah.
We're trying to raise some money here. You could be a little less judgmental. I'm not bringing out my best stuff.
Hey, you don't want a children's hospital? You don't have to have a children's hospital.
Right. It is what it is.
Yeah.
That grind on it is a newer phenomenon. That sort of sense of striving and kind of neuroses, I think, was a newer kind of, it was a strange new manifestation in show business that didn't, like Johnny was the guy who used to do these and he'd be like, I show up at 4:30 for rehearsal and at 4:45, I'm scheduled for my first blowjob. I go back, I have my first blowjob.
Yeah.
Then I play cards with Ed. We have a couple of drinks. We tape at 6, and then I go home to the blowjob factory that I live in. Like, there was until Dave came along.
A blowjob factory. Do they manufacture people there that give blowjobs?
That's a great question.
Or do you get the blowjobs at the blowjob factory?
Conan, it's the most common question that I get about the blowjob factory. Now, first of all, I will say this.
Do I go there to obtain someone who will give the blowjobs or get the blowjob on an assembly line?
I don't disagree that it's somewhat confusing. I will also say this. Globalization devastated our blowjob factories. Devastated them.
And now it's all outsourced.
All outsourced.
They're killing us. In China, they're eating our lunch.
They're eating
and
our
eating
blowjob
something
lunch.
else. Sona, you going to be okay? Sona, you and I have discussed at length how this country is bleeding blowjob factories.
When
you were suddenly shocked?
When Biden said blowjob back better, I said the alliteration still works.
This man needs to step out of the race.
Or he could have said build back blowjob. Either way, it works. Any word can be replaced by blowjob. Build blowjob better. I don't know. Whatever it is, it is.
There's a sticker being made right now.
I hope
a bumper
so.
sticker.
It better be.
It probably already exists.
But Dave changed the nature of almost the personalities of the people that took those jobs because he worked.
It's interesting because Johnny Carson, we only knew him. I mean, he goes on the air around the time we're born.
Right.
And then I don't come into consciousness, full consciousness until my 30s. But I come into, when I'm seeing Johnny, he's literally, and watching my dad laugh at Johnny, it's the early, Johnny's at that point 11, 12, 13 years in, and it's set. So he may have had that period in the early 60s. You know what I mean? He may have had his period of, we just didn't see it. He was so established. He was the only game in town.
But the pace was so different. If you watch those shows, like what we had to try and do every night is put on a circus. Like it was, you like this entertainment? How about this entertainment? How about I'll do this? His was an hour and a half, told a few lovely jokes, and then Peter used to, it was the very idea that these celebrities that you had never experienced in a kind of less formal setting.
Right, it's Richard Burton sitting there talking.
Telling a story.
Right.
And it's charming in and of its own right. And by the time we got along, there's 10 of them.
Yep.
And everybody's got to turn that like, oh, you want to hear the record at 33? How about at 78? Right. And everybody's running as fast as they fucking can.
I've been talking about this for a while, which is comedy and entertainment in general keeps getting more and more and more and more compressed to the point where things get faster and faster and faster. So you can watch, and this is, just bear with me here, but you start with like Steve Allen in the 50s, and then you get to Jack Parr, and then you get to Johnny Carson. What you're seeing is things are speeding up and going faster and faster and faster. Then you get to Dave, and that's feeling fast. But we look at those now. You look at a David Letterman from 1983, and sometimes it was at the time, as we were seeing it, revelatory and spectacular, and it still is, but Now it looks, this is really going kind of slowly.
Right.
Then the pace picks up some more, then more, then more, then more. And to the point where I think it's, I'd notice that every time I watch something on HBO or Netflix or anything, narrative, they never tell a story in a line. The story starts with the murder, then cuts back to the beginning of the story when they're showing up, but then cuts back to the police showing up because they don't trust you to sit still.
And they shouldn't.
No. And trust me, they know what they're doing.
With Pulp Fiction. I remember when you watched Pulp Fiction, you were like, but the storytelling is not even linear. I don't know what's happening
This
here.
isn't fair.
Right. And now you can't watch like a cartoon on Nickelodeon that isn't like flashback.
Yeah. No, we did, I'm shocked. When I watch most anything, and I say it's gone beyond comedy, but of course it's in comedy everywhere, it's just,
it's all on that molecular
it's ADD,
level. Think about on the internet, you had, and this was years ago, and it's not around now, but it sort of informed some of it, which was Vine. And Vine was basically 6 seconds. Give me your best 6 seconds. And it trained people in sort of the atomic nature. It's like you're seeing the matrix of entertainment or comedy, where it's at its most fundamental building block.
Yeah.
And then there were people, and you watch it, and I'm always amazed now, like you'll go on an app of TikTok or Instagram, the level of creativity within a compressed time frame or of, an event that occurs. And then the next 2 hours are this explosion of neural energy and content creation that takes that my favorite recent one was, Donald Trump at the debate, they're eating dogs.
Yeah.
They're eating people's pets. Well, 5 minutes after that, I'm on the thing, and it's that audio with pets looking scared.
Yeah.
Like and I was just like, this is the greatest.
Yeah.
People are, it's now at a molecular level. It's functioning in quantum comedy world.
It's also one of the things, the internet giveth and taketh away.
Well, that's for sure.
There's the pluses, there's the minuses. But one of the things I think has been great is it's the democratization of comedy in a way, because you, me, Colbert, Meyer, John Oliver, get everybody together, and they're all thinking of the best idea they can possibly think of with their big teams. But the funniest person, the one who comes up with the best thing, is probably in a basement in Iowa, and they shoot the thing
and it's already out there.
And by the way, it's out there 7 seconds after the event happened.
We are the insurance companies of comedy now. We are the guys in leisure suits who are like, we're in some ways the infrastructure of show business. Like, there is no more wasteful business than show business. I mean, I think we can all agree with that, which is why I think we need to save the planet. And I vow.
I would say the blowjob factory is, you could argue, is the most wasteful business of all. Because we don't even know what it does.
Wait, you don't know what it does?
We don't know.
You've got to wait till the end.
Yeah. What's that outsourced?
You've been leaving too quickly.
That's the problem.
No, you got to stay with it.
Oh, I always leave very quickly.
No.
Oh, no. I always...
It takes minutes, boy.
What?
Minutes.
Well, not for me. I'm efficient. I have a ruthless efficiency when I orgasm. I'm in and I'm out.
Come on, man.
Oh, hey, what do you mean, come on, man?
I don't know.
You've heard the
don't
stories.
know.
You've been around.
And
hey there.
I was going to 3, 2, 1 you. And 3, 2.
Hey there. Welcome to Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. We had a little bit of a mishap just now. Gorley tried to count me in. I didn't know you were going to count me in.
I never count you in.
You never do.
No.
And so I just on my own started to say, hey there, and welcome to, as you were counting me in. And it was awkward.
Yeah, it's, you were actually sitting quiet waiting for us to shut up, which I don't think I've ever seen you do.
Sona is, she jabbers. She's quite the jabberer. You're a talker. You know that.
I mean, I like talking to Matt a lot about things.
No. And so you were gibbering away and you were babbling over here, Matt, and I was just waiting for there to be a moment for me to start the podcast. I don't even know what you were talking about.
So you're complaining that Sona and I have a cordial, conversational, and amicable work relationship.
On the nose.
Yeah, and you don't like that.
Well, I think when it's time to get down to business, then, it's time for me to crack the whip.
But you weren't doing anything.
Yeah.
You were just sitting there. So we just thought, okay, it's open season for chatting. And I've seen you shoot remotes, and sometimes you need an action. Like you need somebody to say, okay, you can start. So I think that's probably what you were waiting for.
Oh, yeah. It sounds like you know me better than I do, Sona.
I mean,
good for you. You've observed me in the field. You've probably observed me over the years, practicing my craft.
Oh.
And you may know the real me.
I don't think I do.
Okay. Well, we've, I think, so far failed to find a good start.
This isn't. I don't know.
But we haven't even mentioned the show, who we are, and what we do. So if that's what you mean by not off to a great start, I'd beg to differ.
And that's on you. That's on you.
I'm going to maintain that I'm not good at this. I should have started right away by saying, hey, it's Conan O'Brien. Welcome to Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. I didn't do any of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we're 40 minutes in at this point.
We are.
I have I don't judge time very well. You know what I do have? I have an excellent sense of time.
Do you?
I do. Yeah. Meaning I can wake up in the middle of the night, and if you ask me to guesstimate what time it is, I'll say, I'm going to say it's like 2:20. And then I'll look at the clock and it's 2:18.
Oh my God.
Is that because some part of your subconscious is always like one eye open?
It might be, but I do have that. I'm able to guess the time, and many times it's within 5-10 minutes.
What time is it right now?
Well, I've been podcasting for a while, so I can't say. But let's see. We started. You see now.
Don't look. Jesus Christ! I shouldn't have looked. I looked right at the huge red digital clock, and he followed my eyes.
I don't know. If you put a gun to my head, I'd say 2:03.
And how many seconds?
Probably 35, 36,
wow,
37.
spot on. Incredible.
Yeah, it's just, there's a giant digital clock in the room. I know you were trying to test me.
Just trying to keep you sharp, boss.
Yeah.
I'm your Cato. I got to come at you, keep you sharp.
I like it.
I'm opposite with time. I'll be like, I wake
know.
up in the middle of the night.
I know.
Oh.
I know you are.
Well, Sona, what time is it right now?
You know me better than me. It's 4:00. I wake up in the middle of the night. I'm like, oh, that was a nice night of sleep, and then it's midnight.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah, I'm way off.
I think you might be way off though, because you get some pharmaceutical help at night.
Yeah.
You do the edibles at night?
Not every night, but yeah, a lot.
Did you? Because it used to be de rigueur. You always did it.
Yeah,
you always took edibles every night. Then Mikey and Charlie entered your life.
Yeah.
And to be a good mom, you probably can't have edibles, right? Because you
just gave it straight to them.
Well, no, yeah, I know. Well, when I was breastfeeding, I couldn't.
They slept great.
And then, I think that there's a point where you're just kind of like, fuck it. I'll just go back to what I did before. But now, they wake up sometimes.
You're listening to Advice for New Mothers with Sona Movsesian. Take a few gummies and fuck it. Back with more Sona.
Advice to new mothers and new inmates by Sona Movsesian.
So when did you decide to get back on the sweet, sweet ganja?
I think immediately when I was done breastfeeding, I was like, okay, now it's time for the sweet ganj to get back into my life. It's my thing. It's my vice. You drink wine, I take edibles.
Would we ever do a segment where the three of us get high and record?
It feels irresponsible. It feels like we're putting a message out there that, we think, because it's a gateway drug.
You dork.
God. To fun. Gateway to fun, you nerd.
I'm sorry. I can't have it. I can't. I am the Jack Webb.
I don't
comedy.
think it affects you.
Nice
I think
reference.
You're
I am.
Is it?
Yeah,
it is. Trust me.
I didn't get it. That's why I just went right through it.
I was being ironic.
Watch. You're a fan of the old Dragnets, right?
Yeah.
They're hilarious. It was a show that was very much anti-drug.
Yeah, that's what I'll do with my free time.
They're really funny. And not intentionally, but they're really funny, and they're constantly yelling at hippies.
It's
not
the
yelling.
squarest thing mankind has ever produced.
Yeah, and they will always rattle off. My favorite thing was trying to be educational, but the hippies were always over the top comical. And one of my favorite, Jack Webb, he did Dragnet. I think he also did Adam 12. And once the Adam 12 police, it was I'll never forget this exchange. They pull over what's supposed to be a hippie on a motorcycle. And the representation by these really square 1960s, comedy writers who are probably in their 50s of a hippie was he's wearing like a World War I German helmet, and he's got a monocle, and he's incredibly disrespectful to the police. And Reed and Malloy, the two cops, are patiently trying to tell him, he broke the law, and he's like, yeah, pigs, I smell bacon, all this kind of ridiculous nonsense. And then at one point they say, well, we're going to have to fill out an FI report on you. And the hippie says, FI, what does that stand for? Foolish idiot. And Malloy or Reed says to him, in this case, yes. And the hippie goes, huh? And his monocle falls out. Like sick burn on the hippie. I love the depictions of hippies by square comedy writers in late 60s and early 70s TV. Yeah. It's absolutely hilarious.
Did you just watch that episode?
No. That's burned into my brain. There was a Jackie Gleason variety show where they were making fun of hippies, and a hippie runs out, and he's carrying a sign that says "Down with everything." And, everyone's tolerating and rolling their eyes at the unruly hippie. And then I think they scare him by saying, look out, here comes someone with a bar of soap. And the hippie gets scared and runs away. I mean,
come on.
I swear to God.
Come on, all this anti-hippie stuff.
It just cracked me up as a kid, and it still cracks me up.
I'm sitting between the biggest hippie, Sona, always high, head in the clouds, and then the biggest square, Conan O'Brien.
That's true.
That's actually very true.
Yeah,
you're not a square though, but you're you're straight laced.
What's cool about me?
Yeah, you know what? I think you're a cool guy.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Name something that's cool about me.
Yeah, Sona.
Seriously.
And
name one thing that's cool.
1, 2, 3, go. Don't think. Just go.
Try and buy time. What you said? You're a cool guy. What's kind of cool about me?
Can I tell you what I think is cool? That cool comedians think that your comedy is cool. So you yourself, I don't know, but the people you have inspired are cool, and that's cool,
right?
But you yourself, this is the assignment.
Assignment? It shouldn't be an assignment. You should just be running off at the mouth about all the cool things about Conan O'Brien right now. You
just did a whole thing about Dragnet. You make it very hard for me to think about this stuff.
I'm quite the ladies' man.
The whole time I've worked for you, you've been in a lovely, healthy relationship with one person.
What about this? True. Guilty.
Yeah. Which is cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
I throw down with anyone. You've seen me get in a few tussles in my day.
Never. No. I think that we always talk about the one fight you've been in. That's also cool that you
got beat up really quickly.
You don't get into fights and stuff. You're not like
to be square, man. Yeah.
All right, I'm in a stable relationship, and I've managed to avoid any kind of turbulence or violence.
You're so square.
There's no cooler guy in the whole wide world than Conan. When trouble's around, he's home at sleep. His wife made vegetables. She's so appreciative. Conan O'Brien. Hey, did you hear about the big trouble that happened downtown? Yeah, where was Conan? He was at home checking his cholesterol. Apparently, it's 185. Not bad for a man his age. Hey, did you hear what Conan's up to? What's he up to? He just read a book alongside his wife, who was also reading a different book. Wow. Then what happened? They turned in early. Conan O'Brien, you better watch out. If you're in his house, in his bedroom, you might run into him.
That does sound pretty cool. You are cool. You are.
Commissioner Gordon just put up the Conan signal. Did Conan show up? No. He was at home with the windows closed and the shades pulled down. I don't like a breeze. It interrupts my sleep patterns.
You have 1,000 leather jackets. That's cool.
Whoa. I do have a lot of
That's just because he cosplays as the Fonz.
Yeah. I go to birthday parties. for kids who don't even know who the Fonz is, and I cosplay as someone they don't know. I go, you watch Barry? You watch the acting teacher on Barry? Imagine him much younger in a leather jacket. And I'm the Fonz. Hey. And then they escort me out of the birthday party.
Which you weren't invited to.
Which I wasn't invited to anyway.
Yeah.
Sir, if you show up at another bar mitzvah or birthday party, you're in serious trouble. Who are you talking to? Conan or the Fonz? Hey. Hey there, welcome to Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend, joined here by Sonam Movsesian and Matt Gorley. And man, things are getting heated in here because Matt Gorley just made a suggestion. And you said, because we were trying to think of what do we talk about here up
let's
front.
Go back a little further and preface it with that you always want to have something nailed down that we're going to talk about. And Sona and I are a little bit more
loosey-goosey.
Frankly, chill.
Yeah, exactly.
Real
I guess the difference would be you two are always saying, let's just talk about anything, because in the podcast world, you can literally just talk about anything. And hey, man, that's what happened, man. We laid out what was happening in the moment, which was nothing. And isn't that great? And everyone gets a podcasty award. I come from a different world of thinking about things and planning them and writing them beforehand on such shows as The Simpsons, Saturday Night Live.
Boring.
7 different...
Never heard of them.
Yeah, anywho, my point is I was taking a second to try and think of something, and you said...
After a long pause.
No one's chiming in.
Yeah.
No one's chiming in, and you said, well, it's windy out here in L.A.
Pretty stupid.
And but no one attacked you for it.
Yeah.
We just sort of was like, nah, not that. That's not it. And then Blay got upset. And Blay, you said,
well, listen, I think that
you always
want this podcast to be the best it could be. What I said was, he said, it's windy out. And you said no. And then you didn't say anything else.
I didn't put him down. I didn't go after him.
That's right. You just let it pass.
You leaned in because you'll sometimes make suggestions.
That's right.
And it's a little bit like whack-a-mole. This gray-haired, gray-bearded Blay sticks up.
Whack-a-mole?
Whack-a-mole where all the moles are Blay. And I...
Whack-a-Blay.
Whack-a-Blay. And I bash you down. And sometimes I go after you for a while.
Because
it's fun.
Sometimes.
But you said, if I had said that,
that's right.
You'd have gone after me.
That's right.
And I had said that right before I said it, I literally had the thought of, I think this is a suggestion Blay would make.
No.
And I don't mean that in a bad way.
What other way could you possibly
I still said it, didn't I?
Yeah, you said.
Thanks.
No,
that's a real vote of confidence.
No, I didn't mean it that way.
I still said it, didn't I?
But I pointed out that the difference is in presentation.
Right.
Mm.
I pointed out that what Gorley did is Gorley quietly went, well, we could talk about how it's windy out. And it's a little dry.
Right. He undersold it.
He undersold it. He's back from the mic. And I'm like, yeah, right. We're not going to do that. And I pointed out to you, Blay, that when you make a suggestion, although you have a naturally loud speaking voice, you will never be lost in the desert, ever.
That's true. You're
and
I will say...
And hold it. I'm not done. Okay. I'm not done. You don't get the speaking stick ever again. So,
all right.
So what you do is you have a loud voice anyway. You lean into these. Are these Heifelwasser microphones? What are they?
Heifelwasser?
Are they Steibenschasses?
Dynamic.
So let's get the Heifelwassers. They're better. These are very, very sensitive microphones.
Cardio.
These are very sensitive microphones. And what you do, Blay, is you take your whole body. You're a large man, a large, powerful man, and you lean in and you almost deep throat the microphone. And you would have said, "Hey, we can talk about how it's windy out." And people listening in their cars would be crashing on the 405, the 10, all across this great nation. Cars would be going off. You know what I mean?
But this is what makes Blay magical is you are able to do this open-hearted. I had to come at it as like, I know I'm going to get hit for this. That's what I meant. Like, I think I'm going to get hit, so I had to.
Confident
I
about
know.
it.
And I have to say, I think, Blay, you're the MVP of this entire place, and you make this place go around.
Yeah. And can I say something else, Blay, in your favor?
Yes.
No, I think it's a great...
pointing at me when you don't need to point at me when you're addressing. Yeah, stop pointing at me.
Yeah. It's very aggressive.
This is
a compliment. but you have an unearned confidence.
No.
That's not a compliment.
That's not a compliment.
No.
I
Listen,
don't think you know what a compliment means.
Wait a minute. Isn't a compliment where you really get someone?
No. A compliment is a nice thing you say about
and
someone.
you don't qualify it. You just compliment.
Well, anyway, every time you light the fuse and the TNT blows up in your face, it's like it's happening for the first time. And you're just like, this should go well. Blay, you're the coyote who's never learned.
Right.
You've opened up 700,000 Acme boxes.
Charlie Brown in the football.
Yeah, Charlie Brown in the football, and you just keep going for it.
I don't know if you've ever said this on mic, but you did say once, you're like, I love it when, and you said this completely honestly, I love it when you come running through the door with a wet fart. And which, and I can't.
I don't know what that means even now.
I don't know why.
Like, hey, everybody, and then just look at me, and then just.
Yeah, it's like I never said that. You
did say no. You didn't make a noise. What I'm trying to say is
said that. That's coming out.
You did say the wet.
It's out.
You did say the wet fart.
No, it's out.
Take it out. You're
Oh,
gonna edit it out.
Don't worry, boss. I'll definitely take it out.
Just drive and drop it.
me
Control
too.
Alt
Right,
7.
right.
All I want to say here is, I first of all, I disagree. It's about presentation. I do think there is.
Do you think your presentation could be better?
Yes.
Let's try it.
But can I just say
pitch windy the way you think?
Well, now I'm self-conscious.
It's okay.
About
You got it. You
Hey
got
guys,
this.
what should we talk about?
Can I say
Do it.
You guys just sit over here. The lights are. I feel like I have to lean in to be hurt.
You don't.
True.
To be hurt or heard.
You don't.
Because you do get hurt. You
It's
don't. It's a microphone.
Psychologically being back here, don't you think, Eduardo?
I've been back there. It's true.
Eduardo, back me up. Don't you think we have to lean in to be part of the conversation? Is that not true?
Eduardo never yells.
Yeah, I
Listen to that voice. Listen to that voice.
Smooth.
And can I say
I'm
something?
going to back up my boy
DJ.
here. I'm going to say this.
But when you speak, Eduardo, I am like, oh my God, I want to hear what Eduardo has to say. Because he always says, you've got a beautiful voice. You're very calm. You're centered. You're not. Your whole tone of voice is not begging for acceptance.
I'm going to back up my boy here, and I'm going to say I think he's brave. I think he knows.
I think that's true. I agree.
No one knows what a compliment means.
No, he is brave, like a lemming is brave. A lemming that just throws itself mindlessly off a cliff. Those brave lemmings.
To his point, being in the shadows over here, yes, you don't know. It's like a game of jump rope. You don't know when to jump in, when to jump out, and you don't want to trip and be the idiot that stumbles upon the rope. He knows that you're probably going to shit on him for his ideas, but he still will pitch them anyway. So
That's
I think
what I'm
he's
saying.
self-aware.
Yeah.
But that's why I say he's brave. So that's
all I know is that the most powerful salvo in the world was lobbed at you, and it bounced off of you, which is Harrison Ford said, "Shut the fuck up, Blay." And
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
Yes.
Both of the most iconic stars of the 20th and 21st century
Truly.
told you to shut the fuck up.
Yes, that's right.
And it was like watching someone shoot a spitball at an aircraft carrier.
I think we should make you 2 medals of valor for those that you get to wear.
It didn't affect you at all. Anyone else would be would be in the hospital for the rest of their lives if both of those stars had told them to shut the fuck up.
That's right.
This is can we please put on the rap light for God's sakes? We put the rap light on
Though, are we going to talk about the wind?
Shut the fuck up, Sona.
Shut the fuck up, Sona.
Hey everybody, welcome to Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend, joined by my good companions, my chums, my chos.
Chos?
Yeah, chos.
Like muchachos?
Chum bros.
Yeah.
Chos.
Chos.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Brums
you're
and chos.
Yeah, Son of Obsession, Matt Gorley. Hi, gang.
What's up, Cho?
Hey.
It's so funny because we always chat for a while and, take these weird mind journeys together. And then eventually I announce who the guest is.
Right.
But I was just looking at it right now and thinking, what if 3 years from now, we're starting to phone it in? Because we're not. We're still giving it our all.
It's a passion
you guys
project.
You guys still are?
Oh,
We
not.
are.
Okay.
Well, you were phoning it in 6 years before we started the podcast.
Many times often on an actual phone.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But what if, it's like, hey, this is Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. James Burrows is on the show. Let's go.
There was no talk beforehand.
Let's see how we could do the fastest one possible where we say hi and say the name.
How about this? Here we go. Conan O'Brien needs a friend. Sona.
Hi.
Matt.
Hi.
James Burrows. I think we could do even faster.
Okay.
COB needs friend. Sona.
Yeah.
Matt.
Hi.
James Burrows.
Yeah.
I didn't say a word.
You said.
I got nervous. I got really nervous. But I think. Do you think there's ever?
I can do it even better. Watch this.
Oh, okay.
Conan O'Brien needs a friend. Matt.
Hi.
James Burrows.
Oh.
And then I bring up Sona later.
Wait, why not in the intro?
I don't know. We save time.
Are we gonna have beef? Are we gonna break up like Slash and Axel one day?
Oh,
No, they got back together again, didn't they?
Yeah, but like you don't. I mean,
What do you think the beef will be?
I don't know. What do you think?
Maybe it should be over actual beef.
I think it'd be terrific if I found out. Here's the beef. The beef is I find out that Sona is using our new podcast building to store beef.
That's why it's so
You're
cold.
getting beef through some uncle. Where's this beef? This is Yerevan beef, the finest beef from Yerevan.
That's good beef.
And everyone wants their beef from Yerevan.
Everyone wants Yerevan beef.
You have found that in the edit room downstairs, it's cool enough to store beef.
Yeah.
And you're using it, and some of it runs, and the juices short out. Short out our video systems and various technological advances.
You couldn't figure out like wiring, like lingo.
Wires and tubes and such.
You know what? We will never have a beef. You know why? Because we always have beef. You know what I mean?
All we do is fight.
Yeah. I guess
so this thing falls apart when we get along.
Right.
Oh.
So we can never let that happen.
I don't think that's a problem. I think it's going to be okay.
I think we're going to be fine.
I think we're going to be more than fine. And I think we should, we're not going to phone it in because we're always searching for new things to talk about. And it just seems to happen organically with us. We never know what we're going to talk about. And then before you know it, we've taken some crazy cerebral journey that's explained space-time continuum. And we didn't even know
we've
it.
ever done that.
We never did that once.
We've talked about scrotums.
Yeah. Space porn and lots of jizz talk.
I talk about, the family I grew up with a lot.
You do.
Sort of some dysfunctional stuff.
Yeah. No.
It's really nothing that contributes to society in any way. Okay, well, anyway.
Jim Burrows?
Jim Burrows. I'm going to start this episode with a complaint, something that's been rankling me a little bit lately, which is icy drinks.
Ugh.
Now, we do a podcast and we work with these very sensitive microphones. I don't know when this is going to be airing, but
it won't.
Oh, this will air. This will see the light of day. I will be heard. I was talking to, we'll just knock it off. I was talking to a comedy icon, someone who I really adore, and I was looking forward to this interview. And throughout the interview, you were the worst offender, Matt. You have what looks to be an iced, it's like a pink drink. What is it?
Just a unsweetened passion tea.
Yeah,
passion tea.
But it's mostly ice. And I'd be talking to this person and she'd be saying something really emotional like, I went through this really tough time. And then I'd hear, here, do it, Sona. And then I'd hear this. I'd hear that in the background and I'd look over and you're taking a big old gulp.
I saw you look at me.
Oh, I looked at you several times and it didn't stop you.
Well, I couldn't tell if you were just looking to see what that was or you're trying to send me a signal.
So I have a request. I know plastic straws are out.
Yeah.
We don't want to be killing any dolphins with plastic straws, but I will pay for you to get metallic straws of your choice.
This is a tough thing for me because when you say something bugs you, I just want to do it more.
Yeah. I know, but
I know you have a legitimate complaint.
Let me see this. This is literally we do a lot of jokes and a lot of fun stories on this podcast. That's really nice. But sometimes you're talking to somebody and it gets real, and they start talking about something. They start talking about something like, "Yeah, it was really rough for me because, I remember, I'm like, I was really close to my grandfather," and I'm like, And then one day, I went to his room, and
he's doing the laundry.
And I'm like, what? I'm like, grandfather.
You can't hear.
That's what's going on. And I'm having trouble even understanding what they're saying, and I'm so distracted. Put a goddamn straw in the drink.
Can I say something?
You work in audio.
In my defense, I waited until that guest drank her own iced coffee before, and I felt
I cannot control the guests.
Okay,
if a guest shows up and has an iced coffee, there's little I can do. I think it might be a smart idea, and I think you're the behind-the-scenes whiz putting this whole thing together, Matt. So if you maybe had thought to have some straws here and supply the guests with a straw so they at least have the option, but I can't control them. I can control.
I didn't know there were going to be drinks. I didn't even ask for a drink. It was nice enough to David to bring one in the first place.
David brought this in?
Yes.
Yeah. David, get in here. David, this is David hopping because we all know Sona needs an assistant to do the work she's not doing.
How dare you?
David, have a seat right here, if you will.
That is true.
Is this mic on?
He's not.
He's not.
Oh,
Sam!
Our engineer ran away?
He's printing your ads.
Oh, actually, he told me to say this.
Okay, that's great. David, no one asked you for icy drinks and you supplied them?
Well, the guest that was on requested a drink.
Right, and then you saw it. I'll just get
Well, this is what Matt got Wednesday, so I thought he might want it again.
I'm not throwing you under the bus, David. That was
no.
It's
you
a
made
sweet
it quite
gesture.
You made it quite clear.
And I always call you. I said, "Do you want any Starbucks?" Then I call Sona. And then I didn't have your number in my phone, but I just got you one.
Yeah, well, I have had his number for a long time, and I know what he's up to. It's called pulling focus in show business. Matt wants to make it about himself in some small way, and you saw me really vibing with a guest. We were in the groove. It was going to be, this is probably the interview that's going to get me a Peabody Award, and you couldn't handle it, could you, Matt? So
I could handle it. It was probably no big deal. I mean,
literally, it sounds like 3 lab skeletons falling down a flight of steps.
I don't want to make excuses, but this is literally my 10th podcast this week, and I'm a bit fried. So get off my back, the man.
Yeah. You know what? Adam brought something up. He said Slash was doing it during his interview.
Yes. He's Slash.
And you called him out on it. And how fucking dare you call out Slash on anything?
First of all, I don't care who it is.
Oh, no. There are
I don't
lines.
care who it is. And I adore Slash. I adore Slash. And check out that episode. It's a really good one. But
you're plugging this podcast
on this podcast.
They're already listening. You got them.
There was so much ice rattling. It really did sound like the Titanic had just hit the berg. There was ice exploding all over the place. And so the reason I called you in, David, is because what you basically did was you weaponized the podcast. You brought
weaponized or brought joy?
Yeah. Brought joy. This is delicious.
It's actually really good. We had never had it. We had it because Matt got it the other day and it looked good.
Thank you. Maybe you should just try the drink and then we can all have noisy ice drinks on.
No, thanks. I'm good.
Okay.
And also, I live off hate. I have a vast reserve of hate inside my body, and I draw on it at any time. I could not eat food and live for 1,000 years.
That hydrates you. You don't need beverages.
It does everything. It hydrates. It provides caloric energy. I'm talking about just about 6 years from 1972 to 1978. I can live off that hate.
Good.
So
it's healthy.
You know what? It's done fine by me.
Oh, has it?
Okay, and I'll tell you something else, David.
What?
You are not to bring them. Okay, you're not to bring them icy drinks anymore.
What if we get a straw? Then can they have it?
All right,
Because
but I
this
don't
is
want
what
to
they
hear
like.
Matt Gorley. I do not want to hear ice rattling around. And don't tell me you saw me looking at you, didn't you?
Yeah,
and what was that glare like?
Like I said, I think it was like, oh, is he just hearing the noise and looking over to see what the noise is? But then it was just a fraction of a second long enough to go, oh no, he hates me.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's why I hold for that fraction of an extra second.
Yeah.
There's a lot of thought that goes into my deadly glares.
Yeah.
But it didn't change your behavior, I noticed. You kept slurping and a slurping.
Well, I wanted to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Well, you were wrong. I'm just as petty as you thought I was. There's no more ice. No more rattling ice on this show. I'm shutting it down.
Okay.
Okay, Hopping? Next time they want something to drink, get them some maple syrup and a paper cup.
Oh, my God.
Caesar has spoken.
One Key is a travel awards program designed for anyone who goes anywhere. Wow, that's a large group. Use and earn 1 key rewards on Expedia, Hotels.com, and Vrbo. So you can earn 1 key cash on a cruise, then use it on an eligible vacation home. Yeah, you'll start saving as soon as you join. Take a flight, pick a rental car, stay 3 nights in a hotel, and get to Silver Tier in a single trip. And Silver, Gold, and Platinum members get extra perks like room upgrades, where available, and free breakfast. Oh man, that's my favorite breakfast. Unlock rewards on your next trip with 1 key. Rewards on any way you travel.
We have an ongoing saga on this podcast that continues to write its own narrative.
You're a
What is that?
terrible author.
I'm not writing it, I'm just living it. Remember that Jay Elmore, who runs a deli in New York, has taken our sandwich creations and has been selling them, and he has an update on the numbers. He's running actual science now.
This is good.
Because last time you complained about the fact that I had an American flag in mine, and you said that was responsible for why I was leading sales.
I think that goosed things a little bit.
Okay, so
because we're a patriotic people, and yours had an American flag, and ours had no flag. So I think that put us at a disadvantage.
He took the flag out.
Thank you.
And started the tally again.
Good.
Okay. These are Jay's words. Once again, I just wanted to say you made my day with the mention of on the podcast. I'm so happy you guys are enjoying it.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Wilford Brimley.
Yeah, you sounded angry. It's a lot of skin off your nose.
No free pub.
551 sandwiches sold. Final tally so far. Sona's Gyro, 172. Conan's corned beef, 186. Matty Melt, 193.
Oh, these are all pretty close.
Yes, and then it goes on. Okay. He said, I will cross the 200 mark today. Conan may cross it too. He said, Matty Melt, these are updates as they come in. Matty Melt just hit 200. Conan is at 6 away. I said, stall it, take it off the menu. Meaning yours.
Where is this?
New York.
I know, but let's be a little clear about where this place is, because I'd like to make a personal appeal.
I don't know where it is exactly.
Isn't this EJ's Luncheonette?
Yeah.
I believe it's on the Upper East Side, 3rd Avenue between 73rd and 74th. EJ's.
Right.
A very nice guy named Jay came out of his diner and said hello to me. We chatted for a little bit. That's when the idea for maybe these sandwiches came up. And I would just like to say that my sandwich is, I believe, it's corned beef, Russian dressing, coleslaw. It's a terrific sandwich. It's a classic. And it's called the Conan O'Brien or just the Conan?
I think it's just, I'm not sure.
Okay.
So you're saying that the name recognition is important?
Well, what I'm saying is I would like to win this. Oh. And so I'm talking to all my listeners now who might be who might be in New York City. Just hear me out.
Oh.
Maybe give my sandwich a try.
No.
Go there and order it. And then if you see me around New York City, I'm there a lot. Just mention I had your sandwich, Conan. And maybe you get a little quick hug and a selfie. That's all.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
You can't use the bully pulpit like that.
Yeah.
You have to give equal time to us.
I don't know what kind of cash I'll have on me, but I don't carry a lot of cash. I'll just say that right
You're
now.
going to go and just buy a ton of sandwiches. Probably.
No,
I feel like you probably will.
I'm going to have David Hopping go buy a lot of sandwiches.
Jay, you have to watch out for this. Sona, you can make your plea for your Euro.
Mine is clearly the healthiest out of all three of
good.
them.
Oh, thank you for saying that. Oh, nothing gets people into a diner like a healthy choice. Good job. Yes, if you are going to EJ's Luncheonette because you're really feeling like slimming down, rush over and get Sona's Gyro?
Oh
I love to pretend not to know how to say it.
No,
And then
it is.
yours is what, a foreign sandwich, right?
What?
What's it
No,
from?
mine's the most patriotic thing. It's called a Matty Melt.
Yeah, what's going
It's
on there?
a patty melt with on Hawaiian bread.
Yeah,
Calories, death.
That's what do you mean?
Cholesterol, fat.
No, that's not the way to go
Come
after
on,
it. That
let
gets
me
people.
do it.
No, that gets people into the tent. This is America. You forgot where you were.
Yeah.
But it's New York. People care in New York. They walk, they're healthy, they work out, they do
Hawaii
yoga.
became a state very late in the
No,
game.
I've got,
and I'm just going to say,
That's better.
That's like the last star on the flag. That's the bread you want.
Oh, what a lame.
Go ahead.
Based in New York with Hawaiian bread, I'm covering not only the continental United States, but practically Hawaii and Alaska.
Oh, please, with corned beef, I am covering, just all cultures.
No.
Yes.
What?
Yes. the Jewish people, the Irish people.
Done. That's it.
Seriously.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Greeks are responsible for our whole civilization.
Are you
What are
kidding?
you
The
talking
patty
about?
melt signed the
welcome.
Constitution.
Okay, first of all, what did you say the Greeks did?
They're like responsible for our like modern type of civilization.
Yeah, what have they done lately?
Right.
Except
shield a bunch of money.
Yeah.
I know.
Bunch of tax shelters.
Exactly.
I
Tax
don't
shelter.
know.
They had
tax shelter.
You know what? Socrates kept all of his money in a tax shelter.
Okay.
That was his big advice to his students.
All right, great, great.
Shelter
So-
your money, he said.
well-
Same thing with Plato.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
A bird dropped a tax shelter on his head, and that's how he died.
Oh, because the U.S. is doing great, you guys.
What did you say? What'd
Yeah,
you say?
the U.S. is doing great.
With attitudes like that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, guess what? Your gyro, I think, is plummeted because it's healthy and its inventor hates America.
Oh, wow.
I would say, hey, give the Conan O'Brien a try. EJ's
Isn't it
Luncheonette.
hard?
EJ's Luncheonette. Just go on by, check it out. The Conan O'Brien. Man,
Oh,
corned
come
beef,
on.
corned beef, coleslaw.
Here's my message. I say, listener, eat whatever you think sounds delicious. Be you. Don't fall prey to sway. Don't fall prey to sway. Eat what you want to be. Eat the meat. Don't fall prey to sway. Eat the meat.
I'll take a selfie with you. I'll give you a quick hello.
Oh my God.
I'm easy to spot in New York. If you think you see Jane Lynch wearing a red wig, that's me.
If you do buy mine, you don't have to take a selfie with Conan.
You can get out of it. All right.
Thank you,
I think
Jay.
we accomplished a lot there, and thanks to Jay Elmore for creating these sandwiches in our image.
And there's a very good chance that this saga will actually have quite a resolution, possibly even in the flesh.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
More later.
Why don't we get a piece of these sandwiches? Sorry, I know we ended it, but why don't we get paid for a piece of these sandwiches? Like, we should get a check. No? No
Okay.
check?
No.
Nobody else?
No, we're not doing this for money.
Oh.
We're
What are we doing it for?
Real estate. Sona, how are you?
I'm all right. I'm not bad.
Okay. Great.
It's so awkward
You're
when
s-
you answer
It's
that.
true.
When you ask
It
that,
is
because
true.
also we've been sitting in this room
Ask
for
me-
a long
ask me
time.
how I'm doing.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great, thanks. Not awkward at all. Gorley, how are you?
No, pretty good.
Well, I don't understand. Maybe it's because for 28 years, I would say, "Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show." I'd say things that were kind of phony like that. So
I
maybe
know.
I'm used to it.
I'm not.
You know, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back with more fun. I used to do that. I used to say things like that every night.
Yeah.
No one says things like that. It's a very weird job.
Yeah.
Hey, we're back. All right. Yeah. I mean, why?
Well, because you were throwing to commercial and you were coming back from commercial.
Oh, thanks for reminding me.
So you had to say those things.
Okay.
But there's also, like we've been in this room together for a while talking. So when you're like, how you doing? It's like, well, we covered that like
Well, because we
2
have,
hours ago.
We have chatter when we first come in the room and we talk to each other as human beings, and then we start the show.
Yeah.
No,
So-
you come in and berate us. You don't even say hi, and then we do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, God forbid we laugh before when it's not recorded. Then you
Yeah.
and Adam both are
Yeah.
just like,
Well,
stop.
because
Start recording.
because a wasted laugh is, I think, the greatest crime in the universe.
Yeah.
You know, it tops the murder of an angel.
What about
You
the
know,
shared?
it really does. Like when a laugh, when there's a good hearty laugh and it's not recorded, it's like if a tree falls in the forest and no one sees it, did it fall? I think if a laugh happens off mic, it's nothing. It's not even a laugh.
But what about a shared chuckle among friends?
No.
That's even richer.
Wasted. No.
What about when you're at like dinner with your friends and you guys are chuckling? Are
I
you
mic
like,
I mic everything.
oh,
Yeah.
oh, you mic it.
Yeah, no, if
That's
I go to
the funny part.
Yeah. Oh, hardy
You're like,
har
hey
har.
guys, let me get the equipment. You have a duffel bag.
No, you'd like to see me get my equipment, and I'll tell you that much right now. If I'm gonna have, whenever I'm having dinner with like a Marty Short or a Bill Hader or any of these really funny people or John Mulaney, I say to Eduardo, I'm going to dinner with some funny people. Bring your stuff, and Eduardo mics it.
Eduardo, you get to go?
It's been fun.
Come on,
He doesn't get to
man.
eat.
Oh, what? Where is
Yeah.
he sitting?
He's under the table working the equipment. Yeah. And
You don't even throw him some scraps or anything?
I tried that once, but it turns out he has a nut allergy. Yeah, I didn't know. I just shoved some peanuts down there, and then I heard someone's lungs give out.
Wait, why isn't he under the table while we record here? Eduardo, get under the table.
There are certain union rules that we must follow. But when I'm out to dinner, I can get away with moida. So, I do feel that way. I do feel that if there's a lot of laughing and joking around and the laughs are just bouncing around the room and they're not being recorded, it's like sacred blood of the gods seeping into the soil. No, I want that saved.
Now, is that for the posterity of humankind, or is it because you want to know that there are more people out there feeding off you, like
second one,
giving you somehow an energy out there in the world laughing?
The minute you said, is it for posterity and the goodness of, I knew it was going to be the second one. I was just like, whatever the second one is, it's that one. Hey, whether you're stuck in traffic or streaming your favorite podcasts, that's where I come in. It's important to have a network you can trust wherever you are. Say it with me, T-Mobile.
T-Mobile.
Yeah, you didn't really have to say it with me. But it is your network. I'm excited about T-Mobile.
Yeah.
They're killing it. And, who's really excited is our good friend Blay, who's been using this service. Blay, tell us about it.
Yeah, I have been a T-Mobile subscriber for a really long time. They're awesome. I download videos all the time.
Yeah, you do. You download a lot of videos.
Yeah.
I do.
Now, you've never read a book.
No, books are overrated. But and I listen to this podcast on a hike. Fantastic. Up in the mountains.
You listen to our podcast?
I will contractually.
You work here.
Yeah, I have to. I have to listen to it. But it's great. And honestly, like, the coverage is insane. And yeah, I love the service. I love the phone. It's fantastic.
Experience for yourself how T-Mobile is America's largest and fastest 5G network. You can't top them.
I like all the G's.
You bet you do. Find out more at T-Mobile.com/CY. That's SEEWHY. Fastest based on median overall combined 5G speeds, according to analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data for Q4 2022.
Good.
Wow. That's incredible.
Yeah.
I said exactly what they wanted me to.
You just read it word
5G details at T-Mobile.com.
You want people to think you're funny.
Yes.
Oh.
Bingo.
Oh my God.
And
really?
I want to capture those laughs.
Oh.
I want to capture those laughs. That's why I think it's good to turn the mics on right away. And Sona, you come in some days and you just start babbling right away.
I do.
And then you're laughing, and you've
I'm
only
having
got
a
so
great
many.
time.
You've only got so many laughs in you in a day, and we've got to capture them all on the mic.
She's the greatest laugher.
She's a great laugher, but she's only got so many.
No, I don't. I can laugh forever.
Not true. No, this is medically proven.
Oh.
Yeah. How old are you now?
40.
Yeah, 40-year-old woman has like maybe 9 laughs in her a day.
9?
True story.
Oh,
yeah.
man. What
Men
happens?
have like 6.
So I just, like, even if something's funny to me, I just don't laugh?
Laughs require a lot of calcium, and we lose calcium over time. I've studied this extensively.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Right now, you just lost 3 vertebrae.
that was precious.
You just lost 3 vertebrae. Yeah.
no.
Oh, look, she's collapsing.
Shorter.
Oh no, your left hip just shattered.
Come on. No, don't do that.
It's true story.
Okay, if you say it's true, then it's true.
Yeah, all you have to do is say true story. If I was a lawyer, that's what I'd do. When my client said something, I'd just be at my true story.
Case closed.
True story. I object,
Drop the
Your
mic.
Honor.
Yeah.
The opposing counsel keeps yelling true story every time his client says something. I wish I was a lawyer.
Do you?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Well, I would, because I would do all that stuff. I think I'd be very funny in the courtroom. I think I'd be very, very funny in the courtroom.
Not effective as a lawyer.
Oh, terrible lawyer.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my clients would go to the electric chair left and right, and they wouldn't be up for capital crimes. They'd be like jaywalking, electric chair. But I would have so much fun saying, I object, Your Honor, and then jumping into the witness box and then jumping out, doing all that stuff. I would love doing that.
Yeah.
What do you think you would have done if you weren't doing comedy?
I think I'd have been murdered a long time ago.
Okay.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I don't know what I would have been doing. I don't know.
What would you be doing?
I don't know what I've been doing.
I think
Even contemplating it made my mouth fall apart.
Yeah.
I do not know. It's a very good question.
I think you'd be an insufferable history teacher.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
You
'Cause
Why
you'd be
insufferable?
doing
No, I
bits.
think
You'd be
you'd be a
doing
good
bits the
one.
whole time.
No,
but
I think he'd be a good one.
He'd come in with his glasses upside down going, did you hear what happened at the Battle of Hastings?
You know?
Yeah. Let's not get Hastings now.
No, I think I would take your class.
Yeah, of course you would. All the ladies would want to take my class.
What?
Oh, they'd all be like, "Who's that dreamy professor?"
Oh, okay. All right. I guess.
Would
I
you
don't know.
write "Love You" on your eyelids like Indiana Jones?
God, you are so obsessed with Harrison Ford and
get
Indiana
over
Jones.
it.
So anybody listening would not know that because we talked about it off mic.
Oh, okay.
See, and why didn't you put that on mic? You know?
Well, anytime you work Harrison Ford into more conversations.
He's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Incredible. I had no idea. I didn't know you'd be here. This is amazing. Incredible. That's all I can say. Incredible. They told me this was a storage room. And it's like a surprise party. This is amazing. Thank you so much for being here. You guys are lovely, and thanks for being here with all of us here in Miami. Who's from Miami? Are you guys from Miami? No, how many people? Just make noise if you're not from Miami. Okay. What the hell's going on? Because yesterday I came out and talked to the crowd, and I went, yeah, Miami, and they're like, I don't know. We're from Germany. Who traveled the furthest to be here? If you think you traveled the furthest, raise your hand. Yes, how far did you travel? Boca Raton. Oh, wait, so you're all from Florida. Oh, well, screw you then. I did a show in Brooklyn, and people were remember they were from the Netherlands.
Oh, yeah, somebody came from, like, Venezuela or
Yeah,
something.
exactly. And these people were like, Boca Raton. How long a drive is Boca Raton? Like about an hour and a half. Oh, hour and a half. To see the greatest comedian who ever lived, who can't say greatest, but says greatest. No, thank you very much for being here. We're going to have a lot of fun today. And Blay, it's been pretty crazy since we've been here. I know none of you have been to Miami before now, but but no, we had a pretty good time last night. We hit a restaurant, and then I'm pretty proud of myself because I managed to avoid the paparazzi. And when I say avoid the paparazzi, I mean they don't give a shit about me. I'm the most boring celebrity. But we come out of the restaurant last night with you and the whole entourage.
Yes.
And there's a paparazzi guy there filming us.
That's right.
And I come out. Yeah, you tell the story.
Well,
it's your show. You go ahead.
Oh, I was just...
You're wearing the Hawaiian shirt. I'll just stand over here like an asshole.
So sorry. I was just going to say, before we went out, this woman approached me and said, Mr. O'Brien, there's paparazzi outside. Do you want to go out the back?
Yeah.
And
I was like, no. I want to see what paparazzi looks like. I want to see what this paparazzi thing is all about. So we went out the front, and I brought you all out with me, and then the guy starts filming me, and then I walk up to talk to him, and he puts the camera down. And I guess it's online today. Like, I bored him to death immediately.
You talked to him for like 10 minutes, and then he was like, I got to go.
He's like, I got to go. And I'm like, don't you want a picture of me maybe kissing someone who's not my wife? And he's like, nah, I'm good. That's the effect I have on these people. I've walked past guys before who have the long lenses in New York, and they start to lift the camera, and then they go, ah. I'm like, it's digital. You're not waiting. Just get one just in there like, it's good. We're fine. You're too boring. David Hopping. Is David Hopping here? David's my assistant.
Yeah.
Who fills in for some... Don't play music for David. That's my music. Here, you stand over there. You're being punished for having your own music when you came out. I didn't say give him music. That's insane.
And I have a mic.
Yeah. No, we have so much to talk about. I talk about our big paparazzi experience. That was fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They couldn't wait to get away.
Okay, shut up, David.
Conan started to walk and was like, do you want to see the buns? And the camera goes down so fast.
Yes. Give the mic away. There you go.
That's enough, David.
You lost your mic. No. You lost your mic privileges, David. No, he'll get it back. Don't worry. We're going to have such a good time. All right, well, I guess we should get started, shouldn't we?
Yes. Do you want to sit?
Let's get David up here. David, you want to sit with me for a second? What is...
What is this transition music doing? What's it accomplishing?
It's a night. We're playing you over to the stage.
I just stepped up onto this little riser thing, and there has to be a song?
It's
Christ, what kind of this chair is too low? I'm sorry, folks. I got to get it together. I stayed out really late at the clubs.
It's not true.
It's not true.
We dropped you off at the hotel, and then Blay, Ruthie, and I went out.
I know. I went right up to my room and, watched just whatever. I forget what I watched.
Agent Cody Banks.
Oh, Agent Cody Banks 2.
2.
They go to London.
It's a true story.
Well, anyway, I'm a creep. No, it's what was on when I turned on the TV, and I thought of you because I know you love 90s television.
I do.
You even have a podcast.
I do.
I'd like to, why don't you say the name of your podcast?
Oh, that's nice. It's called Back to the Best.
Okay, yeah.
You can all follow us on Instagram at BTDB Podcast. We can pause so the audience can all follow right now.
What are you doing? I just said you can mention your
Thank
podcast.
you.
There you go. All right. Well, anyway, are you having a good time here in Miami?
I am,
so
yeah.
far? Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's all the show we have. Thanks a lot for being here. I'm very excited because I think we should get our guest out here.
Let's do it.
I really do. I think we should do this thing.
Let's do this thing.
I never get to say do this thing, but I'm going to say it now. All right, let me get the correct card. Here we go. You folks ready for our guest? Hey, David, what did you get for Christmas? What was your favorite gift? What about the Maserati I gave you?
Hey, that was so nice. I loved that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too bad we had to take it back.
Oh.
All right. It was just a stunt.
I hate it here.
I gave him a Maserati and then took it away immediately.
This is the meanest joke ever.